fright, stage fright.
And we're alive.
And there it is.
I'm pretty sure the first time that we had Russell on, he was actually in his bed, like curled up with the laptop.
Yes. Oh, those were darker days, my friend.
It's like, you know what? You probably aren't even wearing pants, are you? Are you? Tell me the truth.
Let's be honest. I probably wasn't. Yeah.
Are you wearing pants now, Russell?
I am. Yeah. Cargos.
Yeah.
This could have
We're not
gotten
even
real.
going to say prove it, man. We're not even going to.
Yeah. This could have gotten real sensual.
We don't want to see it.
That's fair.
I
don't want to see it. So yeah, I can respect that.
West Coast Russell, he wears pants, but East Coast Russell, he was a rebel. He was a rebel.
Deodorant even sometimes now.
Retweet.
You know?
He tagged you in a tweet, so go to the bell on the bottom and retweet that or comment retweet it. So yeah, hit it. There you go. There's a tweet.
This
Let's
is
get
definitely
some,
what we need all night.
Yes.
Yeah, no, click on that. Click on like the white space in the middle, like the tweet itself, like right here. And then you can hit, there you go. You can retweet and then and then click it again. Same button.
Oh my gosh!
And
Do I
then
need to mute the
comment.
father-son already, guys? Goodness. You know what? I'm muting them. They're done. All right. So J-Mike. So check this. I was thinking for a second, and I was texting you and saying I don't really know who has been on the show and who has not. Like I knew Russell had been on the show, but I'm glad that you remember him in his underwear. In his form, whatever it was. I don't know how you remember other guests. If that's just kind of your association, if it has to be, something that has to do with something, we'll just leave it at that. Is that kind of the vibe or what?
The only vibe is every time we have guests on at some level, whether it be, just physical, spiritual, mental, fantasy, randomness, we bond at some level. And I hadn't talked to Russell before. He had been on the pod previously. And we got to bond over the fact that we're both stingers.
Yes.
Scorpio season's almost here. Yeah. Yes.
I'm starting to remember what the pod was about. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that automatically linked him to being pantsless in his bed potting with us, and I just never forgot. And that was the time he was literally moving from the Northeast to Arizona. Like he was moving like within days, I'm pretty sure, of when he potted with us. It was pretty amazing.
Just on the road.
Not quite on the road yet, but just that pre-move where things are in boxes or messily strewn about the room. I'm glad I used the word strewn. Is that the right way to use that?
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Yeah. Good times.
Strewn. Okay, so segue from stingers to another guest that we have here, a couple guests, and I don't think we actually necessarily introduced you, Russell, yet, but we'll get to you in a second. But I'm trying to segue from stingers to what Justin and I were talking about earlier off air in the DMs. We were talking about birds and the bees. And I'm hoping that I can. I'm doing this live, so I'm hoping that I can reach for something from you about your evening tonight, because you came up with a great comp for what happened. So please dive in if you'd like.
All right, females. We know females, and then to describe my situation, Gabe was like, I don't understand this real life thing. I need to know an NFL player comparison and what's this kind of like. So I was sitting at work when this happened. I was in the back because I'm a server at a restaurant right now trying to make money for college, I'm in the back. I'm thinking, like, what's a good NFL player comparison, And the guy I thought of was Allen Robinson, previously having good season, 1,414. And then unfortunate stuff happened, torn ACL, and now he's trying to bounce back. So that's the comparison I made, and that's kind of like, I guess you can say. And then, Gabe was like, well, Mr. Trubisky doesn't really help that much. And I was like, yeah, that's a good point. So let's put Russell Wilson in there, but make Russell Wilson 6'6".
I know. I had such a problem with you comping your lady friend as Allen Robinson. Like, okay, we're working with something here, and then, but in tandem with no matter who his quarterback is not good news in my opinion. Whether it be Blake or Mitchell Trubisky. So if you're gonna comp yourself to that, bro, I don't know. So I'm glad that you saved yourself there.
Does your lady friend know you're compared her to football players?
No, I could let her know and tell her
she'll
it's
be over
not an
soon.
awful
Don't worry.
I mean,
I'll fill her in.
in my opinion, it's like she's like an Odell Beckham, but like the situation we have here is like an Allen Robinson. It's like you got to bounce back. Like, he's a bounce back candidate. I think when you look at bounce back candidates in fantasy football, like trying to get back to where they were, that's what I was like viewing it as. But it went well. We had dinner tonight. It went well, so we're doing good. And now we're on there. That's basically it.
Oh, lovely. I can't wait to hear more about that. So we will be updating y'all about Justin and his lady friend every week, because I know that people are going to want an update about that. The Russell Wilson, Allen Robinson tandem. J Mike, my friend, I had to open up with that because it was just too funny. I was dying laughing talking to Justin about that. But we are live. It is on YouTube. It is the Open Bar Pod. It is on a new YouTube channel. I hope that people found a way to get over from another YouTube channel to this YouTube channel. I have no idea if that was successfully done or not, but we are going to find out tonight and in the weeks to come. But we're live, my friend. How are you?
Living the dream. Not sure whose dream, but somebody's. So I'll take it. We'll take it. As you may have noticed, we are on a different little feed here, and obviously, I don't know, without going into too much love to the folks over at Fake Pigskin, but just to get the elephant in the room. Yeah, Gabe and I are just doing our own thing right now. So just really encouraged to be able to move forward in what we're doing, continue to rock as we always do. Hopefully for those who are listening in podcast form, we appreciate you, but also recognize Tuesday nights. They'll never be the same if you join us. Tuesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube Live. We've always got some friends with us. We always have a good time, and we've got one returner to the Open Bar. And we've got, I don't know, we might need to check the ID of one, but I think we're good with the other ones in New York. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm ready for a good time tonight. It'll be awesome. But real quick, Justin, I just want to ask. So what is it like when you're talking to a lady friend and you say something to the effect of, "Excuse me, miss, I just need to let you know you built like a first-round pick wide receiver. And I'm trying to draft you first overall, boo-boo. Why don't you join my team? Let's win this title together.
Okay.
#championship." I'm just curious. How's that go? I'm curious. Tell me how that works. I'm just, I don't know.
I don't even know how that would work. Because next time I see her, I'll have to be like, "Listen, on the real though, I know you probably usually go like 9th overall in ADP, but not for me. I'm taking that reach and I'm securing the bag right there. No looking back. You're a breakout wide receiver in the first round. High upside, high floor. No going back.
Just wait till season's end. That's going to be a win above replacement. But no war in this relationship, baby.
Also point out, our faces aren't just red. I think it's just the camera. They look really red. Dude, you look like you've been in the sun for.
I mean, J-Mike just basically put you on the hottest seat.
I'll take it.
Yeah, he did.
I see your future value, girl.
It's good to see him sweat. It's good to see him sweat a little bit.
I would trade 6 2020 first rounders for you. That's it.
Half of the 2021st. That's marriage right there. You didn't even stop to collect $200 as you passed go. You just went straight for it. That's love. That's love right there.
Oh,
I have no other words to say. Next segue.
I'm a bit hot from that one myself.
We look red, dude.
Have we introduced the guest officially, J-Mike? I don't think so exactly.
We actually have not. No, we have not.
I'll kind of do that officially. We'll start off with who you just embarrassed-ish, but came back strong with with quite the response. So don't have their names individually up, but we do have collectively their names of the Father Son Pod. Father Son, y'all thought it was just another one? Come on,
Vader,
dog.
Vader. They'd be grading players how it's done.
Paul, Justin, new friends to the bar, the rookies, the rooks.
Rookies.
How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing awesome, man. We'll take rookies. We like it. We like being
just
on
the
the live
open
show.
bar, just on the open bar. All right, we know you guys are vets
The
to the
open
game,
bar is
especially
good.
you on Twitter, Paul.
I'm just getting on Twitter, so
You're a veteran, bro.
You're a
You're
veteran.
teaching people how to tweet.
Yeah.
I'm just learning. I got it figured out pretty good. There's just a few buttons I need to learn a little better.
He's getting there.
But a lot of people wanted me to get on there, and it's about time, I guess.
We've been waiting.
I know.
There
everyone's
has
been
literally
waiting.
been a countdown, whether you know it or not. Happy to have y'all though. So
Yeah, thanks for having
Thank
us
you. We're
on.
happy to be here.
on to the vet. That would be Russell Clay, wearing pants, possibly.
Hopefully.
We will find out later,
Maybe.
depending on what he's sipping on tonight.
Don't stand up, Russell.
Oh, my friend, how are you?
Good. How are you guys? I'm pretty excited for the season to get going here. We're 3 weeks away, second week of preseason, and boy, those Andrew Luck shares are looking pretty ugly right now. I'll tell you what. But I just want to make a quick comp to my dating life,
Yes.
and I'd compare myself to Josh Doxson. You know, college went well. There were some great times. You know, we weren't injured. We were thriving. Transferred up, looking great, and then, you know, just a lot of things have sidetracked us. Off-field issues, injuries, knee, ankle, you know, bad dates. We've been through a lot, but you know what? 2019's our year, just like Josh Doxson. And by our, I mean mine.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for you to say bye. This is the year. I'm trying.
That's 2 weeks in a row, Gabe.
Hey, Mike.
It's 2 weeks in a row. We're bringing 2015 back. Let's go.
Yes.
Bring me all the hope.
2019 is 2015's year.
So much sadness. But listen, Justin, you and Paul, you guys have a little bit of that 2015 sadness up there too, right? With Corey Coleman, you guys got your big old bite of that sad pie.
Yes, we did.
Whoa. You got your bite of that.
Yeah,
sad
you know,
pie.
stop. You're not
Yes.
a Browns fan.
Let's get into it.
You're not. How do you,
All right, hold on.
I took you
Yeah,
to
this is
games.
Yeah.
It's Twitter official. dude.
I took you to games. How many games have I taken you to?
It's Twitter. You look at my profile. You look at my my bio. Host, Father, Son, Pod. You know. Next thing. It's a good day to be a Browns fan. Comma. Just ask me.
Well, we're asking you right now.
It's a good day to be a Browns fan.
But why did you go from the bottom to a top team? I call that.
Technically, they haven't proven anything yet, and there's expectations.
Well,
And if they, you know, I don't think they're personally going to win a Super Bowl this year. I'm hopeful.
Super Bowl.
You don't. I mean,
Your years.
you
from
think
the
Brady's
they're
still gonna
years
take
from the
it?
Super Bowl.
What do you think you're gonna get? 4 wins, 5 wins, 3
Who?
wins? The Giants. Very. I'm always like when people say we and
Well, I
stuff.
got a bet at work with a guy who's a big Dallas fan.
Uh huh.
$20. The under over is 4 wins. I took the over. How can you not?
That's fair.
4 games.
I
4
agree.
games. Come on. How can you not take the over in
I
4
really
games?
don't think it'll happen, but I do
What?
agree that it's a good
Oh,
bet.
they're winning more
Good
than
bet to
4
me.
games. They're gonna win more than 4 games.
You would say so.
When Daniel Jones takes over in week 5 or 6,
You like Daniel Jones in Dynasty at all?
Barkley can throw the ball too. He
Hey,
can
Barkley's
step right
better
up
than
there.
Daniel Jones and Eli.
Maybe he can throw to maybe he can throw to himself. Throw it, run, catch it, boom,
Little Marcus
touchdown.
Mariota action.
I'm actually really excited that you brought up the over under for the Giants. We're about to just get all sorts of views with this one. I've got the regular season 2019 New York Giants schedule right in front of me.
All right.
This is going to be fun. Week 1 at Dallas, win or loss?
That's a loss.
That's a loss.
Okay. Week 2, they host Buffalo.
That's a win.
They're going against the human highlight reel.
They're 1-1
The
right
human
there.
highlight
Buffalo's
reel
not at home.
is under center for
Buffalo's
Buffalo.
not at home. Okay, we're 1-1 right there.
What, you think so?
Week 3 at Tampa Bay.
I'm going to keep track of this. Ooh, at Tampa Bay.
Tampa has no defense, but Giants have no offense. Under Saquon.
We're going to have to say that's another loss.
You think so? That's me a close one.
Week 4, hosting Washington.
Would you guys think
We're
Dwayne
hosting
Haskins is
Washington.
going to be starting or no?
I don't think Haskins is going to start.
If he
so
starts, he's out for vengeance.
we got to win, so we're 2-2.
That's awfully generous. Even if
I'm
it's
gonna
Haskins v. Daniel Jones.
Haskins wants that win. Haskins is angry at Giants passed on him. You're angry at Giants passed on them, as you should be.
They should have
even though
taken
Jones
Haskins
looks
right
better.
there. They should have, but they didn't.
Dave Gettleman.
And they say they know what they're doing, so only time will tell. But every Giant fan was like, "What? What are you doing? Are you out of your mind? You see all them guys yelling at the TV?"
Is that you?
I was yelling at the TV. I knew that's who they were going to take. But anyway,
And Paul, just to encourage you, Paul, in the chat, and shout out to everyone that's in the live chat here with us on YouTube Live. Brian Haar, what's up, Brian? Hope everything's well.
We had
with
Brian on
Harvin
our
the
show. What's
Martian.
going on, Brian?
Yeah, Harvin the Martian in the building. He actually has right now the Giants at 3-1 right now.
whoa!
Yeah, he's got the only loss being to the Cowboys in week 1, but he's got you guys winning the next 3. So let's see how this continues.
Okay, I'm going to keep track too all season.
So we'll skip week 5 and week 6. That's Minnesota and New England. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Giants somehow play well against New England every year, but
Yeah,
this
but
is not the
I'm
year.
okay with that. Let's skip that.
Wonderful. Week 7, they host the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray coming to the East Coast.
Kyler Murray truther right here. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys are on the Kyler Murray bandwagon, but I love Kyler Murray.
That's going to be a loss.
That's going to be a big loss.
Okay. Week 8. So you got him at 3 and 4. I think you got you 2 and 3. Oh, wait, you gave him the. This is so diplomatic. I appreciate it. Tampa Bay. You gave him Tampa Bay and you gave him Buffalo. So they're 2 and 5.
Yep.
Is that what you got?
Yep,
Awesome.
I got 2 and 5.
2 and 5. And I know this is riveting. I get it. Week 8, Detroit Lions.
Who's home?
I'm sorry. This is at Detroit.
That's another loss. Damn.
This time you guys host the Cowboys.
We're going to win. We're going to split with the Cowboys 1-1.
Okay, so that's
We're going to
so
win
that's
at home. I got us losing on the road and winning at home.
Okay, so you got them at 3 wins now. Here we go. The Meadowlands, if you will, the old Meadowlands, if you will, across the street fight. New York Jets as the home team.
You know, I think the Jets are going to finish better than the Giants, but I'm going to take the Giants in a win right there.
So there you go. There are your 4 wins right there, right?
You want
I got to get. I got to go over, so I got to get 5.
Oh, you got to get over.
Yep.
Okay, week 11 bye. Shaky.
That's a win.
Is that a win? That's a win.
No,
That's a win. That's 5.
Oh, Gabe, can you be the judge? Is that a win there in the bye week?
No losses were taken.
I got a lot of bets to collect if that's the truth.
Week 12 at Chicago. That's a loss.
That's a loss.
Week 13, they host the Green Bay Packers. Oh
That's
boy,
a loss.
it gets real ugly. I'm sorry for you, Paul.
I know.
By the way, week 12.
I'm just
week
looking for
11
one
is
more
the
win
bye,
out of this.
Right?
Week 11 is the bye. Yep.
Week
Week
12
11 's
is when Daniel Jones replaces Eli. Is that right?
Jeez.
and he's going to Chicago to see Khalil Mack.
I know that'd be fun.
Why is their schedule so hard?
Physical with Khalil Mack.
Crazy,
Why
right?
are they playing all these?
Why are they playing the hard
Patriots? They won like 2 games. Don't they match it up where like if you're last place in your division, you play the last place team and like I know they do the schedule like that. So why are they playing like ridiculous teams every week?
That's crazy.
That sucks.
That's crazy. You might get one more here in a minute, Paul. But I'll tell you what,
I got to get one more. Even if I'm going to lie, I'm getting one more.
Week 13, and you'll get at least one mulligan here. Week 13, like I said, Green Bay. Week 14's at Philly. That's probably a loss.
Oh my God.
Week 15, here's the one that saves you. Maybe you guys host the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, okay.
Josh Rosen.
Okay, wait.
starting
Before I
then.
say a win, who they got in week 16?
Week 16's at Washington, and Week 17 is hosting Philly.
Hopefully,
that's-
Philly's gonna be sitting some guys week 17.
Okay,
bro.
yeah, they're going to beat Miami. There's their 5th win.
Okay.
They might lose the next
Measure
2
over.
after that. So I'm pushing it. So that's a good bet, actually. That could go either way. They could get lucky, and they could get lucky and beat one of the better teams.
And just to give you a heads up again, the co-host of the Trade Addicts pod, Brian Harr, hits you with 6 and 10. That's pretty generous.
6 and 10.
wins.
All right. I got 5 and 9. He's got 6 and 10.
I have 4 and 12.
Just
Dude, it's not looking
I'm
good.
done talking to you. I'm done. What do you got the Browns going at?
Let me check.
I mean, the hype's on them. So what are they going to do?
I would
Ooh.
say let me check the schedule real quick.
Yeah, check it quick and give me it.
What's the over under set at for the Browns?
I want to
It's 9.5.
Yeah.
look right now.
Is that right?
I thought last I looked it was like 16 and 0.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that one analyst on the ESPN was like, "Oh, they're gonna go 16
Yeah,
and 0."
there's no way.
Put the Jets at Mark Sanchez put the Jets at like 15 and 1. Thank you.
All right.
Over under 9.
I think
9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all. I mean,
Let's
that's
see.
That's got to be the highest over under in a minute, man.
yeah.
Titans week 1, that's a win. Jets week 2, that's a win. Rams week 3 is a loss. Week 4 against the Ravens, probably a loss because they're home. That's a divisional game. 5 49ers, it's a win. I don't care. Week 6 Seahawks. win.
where's that at?
3
That's
wins.
at Browns. And then week 7 Patriots. We're taking that. We're taking it. Patriots don't got none. The Brady's gonna say hello to Myles Garrett. Week 8 Broncos win. Then Bills win. Steelers are shot this year. Win. Dolphins are shot this year. Win. Steelers are home. I'll give them 1. Bengals suck. Cardinals. That's gonna be a
Whoa.
high scoring game, but that's a win. Yeah, we're basically going 12 and 4.
You're not going 12 and 4. The Browns are. The Browns are not going 12 and 4.
I'm not gonna put any bets with you, but
We're gonna put one on the table right here on the live show.
I'm not gonna bet they have 12 wins.
Why not? You just said they're gonna have 12. I say the Giants will have 5. Whoever wins.
That was J.R. Smith pulling up from 35 right there.
Yes.
That's the type of
He checked.
Is it J.R. Smith after drinking the Henny pregame or not?
After. Oh, yeah. It's going in.
It's going in.
It's going in.
It's
No
So
question.
don't try to get away from the bet. The bet is on the table.
you want all right.
The Giants
so who's
will
gonna
win
get the
5
wins?
games. You're saying
Put
Cleveland
11.
12. No,
I
now you
don't-
want to go
I
11.
don't
You
have-
just
I
said
don't have
12.
paper in front of me. I can't
Now
write
you
it
want to
down.
go 11.
I am drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't know if
Where's
someone said that in the chat, but
Where's
yeah,
your
the
Cahunas? Bet it. Get it on the table. We're gonna add it to the podcast. Let's go.
That's true.
So-
We have open bar bets, J Mike. You got
Yes.
a sheet, you got a little piece of paper.
What's-
What do you got?
What's the big deal if you lose? It's just another loss you got against me.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
all.
want that. Last year was not successful for me with
Last-
those.
Why don't you tell everybody what you went last year?
Well, in fantasy,
Did you beat me in fantasy last year? What-
Did I place higher or did I beat you?
Tell
in
everybody you
matchups?
went 0 and 5. Just tell them. Don't make me do it.
Dang.
Tell everybody you went 0 and 5 against your dad.
911. I'm watching a father drag his son. Please come help.
Just put the bet on the table, and I won't tell them how you went 0 and
I'll do
5
11
again.
wins.
No, now how can you go 11? You just said they were going to go 12.
I didn't have it in front of me. I think I counted wrong.
Now you counted wrong.
I'll go.
See?
All right, 12 wins, dude. Just put it on the table. This guy is fun.
Yeah, see, it's on the
Yes.
table. The Giants will win 5. The Browns will win 12.
I
There it is.
have an upstate New York question.
Uh-oh.
This is a pretty obvious and amateur question, but so when I drove up there, that was my first stop before I went, sort of down towards Tucson. Buffalo wings was my big question while I was there, and like where to get the best ones. I ended up going to Barbell Tavern. Was that the good choice, or did I miss? Did I swing and miss?
I believe that's a swing and miss. I don't even know where that is. I will say that's actually a little bit more north. They have 4.6 stars on Google and $2 signs, so not too pricey. So how was it in your opinion for wings though?
I thought it was good, but I was like, is this their spot up there? Or
No,
There's a lot of good places for wings. I'm going to say one of the best
What's your
is Ralph's Tavern on Central Ave in Albany, New York.
word.
I'm gonna find this better place. It's in Troy, New York. It's actually a Korean spot, and they have the
Korean?
best wings.
Oh,
Like we're talking like fried perfectly to the point where you take a bite and you're like, oh, this is some damn good wings.
Korean.
Yeah, like and they weren't like you can get the really Korean hot thing, but like I wasn't about that. I just got a nice little mild, and let me tell you, those wings like white meat too.
I just want you to know,
Oh,
Russell just saved you. He just got off that subject so quick just to save you. So you owe Russell.
So right now I let my dad. Thanks, Russell.
You owe Russell.
you're
thank
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, fellow Browns fans
that was a
unite.
tag
You know
in
what's
right there. Russell Clay coming in with no pants.
Right.
Saving it, Dustin. Run.
Saving the kid.
Justin in the chat, real quick. I just want to give you a quick shout out here. Yeah, here it is on the screen. Yeah, bring it. Yes,
I just
perfect.
don't like hiding your face. We usually have 5 screens, so now I'm like hiding half of the face. But sorry.
I love it. I'll just disappear totally.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. You look great.
So Justin, as you see, Aaron, he's a friend of the pod. He's someone who frequents the bar every Tuesday. He's up in Maine and he's a big Patriots fan. He says, hey, he'll take the Pats and you'll get the Browns. He said the game loser buys an open bar shirt for the winner. That's the proposition to you, sir. So the question becomes, when in that game against the Pats, are you standing with your Browns strong enough to put a T-shirt on the line?
Where's the game at?
That's what I'm looking at right now. And it's at Patriots at 4 o'clock.
Foxborough.
Ooh, I have lots of Patriots.
You got an
fans.
open bet right there.
It's an open bet.
So
It's a
you got to
fair
take
bet.
it, dude. You can't back down.
You're trying to
No, it's
All right,
you
listen, I
can't.
respect
We'll
Tom
take it
Brady's
at
game.
Week 11 when the Browns are 4-6 around when their bye week is.
Whoa. You got
Paul,
to take it.
I just have to throw this out there, Paul. I don't know a better hype man than you. But between like all the great hype men of the history of rap and everything else in life, even in pro wrestling, whatever you want to think, like your ability to just be like, dude, you can't back down. Like take this, let's go.
He
Like
can't.
it's not even a question. It's like, no, you're taking this bet. Take it.
See, my fear here is if Josh Gordon's back, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't back down. He just on a live show.
I understand,
he
and I
just
think
made
he
a
wants a
bet
free
with
shirt.
you.
If Josh Gordon comes back, which I think he will, then that's
it's
going to be a
just your
tougher game.
dignity. If you
Revenge
lose.
game.
I mean,
It's a Josh Gordon revenge game, and Tom Brady be like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna run these easy 2-yard passes down the field for you.
all right, bottom line, are you taking the bet or not?
Ooh.
Dude, I really don't think I can. at
What?
this point.
He's nervous.
I'm not. It's the Patriots.
That was one of your wins. That was one of
I'd
your
be nervous.
wins.
Yeah, no. I see.
Dude,
I'm all for making bets,
listen.
but as a struggling, you want to pay for the T-shirt if I lose?
Why would I pay for the shirt? The bet was to you.
Because no one wants to put Giants Patriots bet on it because that's an easy loss.
We're not talking about the Giants Patriots right now. We are talking about the Patriots and the Browns. The man just put a bet up to buy their shirt. How can you not? Even if you got 11 weeks to think about it. Bet it now.
So there's lots of like things that can go wrong here. The balls could be deflated. They could be spying at team practices. You got a lot of problems the Patriots could do to you. And Josh Gordon come back. I can't take that bet. Unfortunately, I like bets, but that's one that's a little too. That's like the odds are in your favor. So I can't do it. But I'm open for other bets. I'm just gonna say no to that one.
Sorry, buddy. He's scared. He's scared. I don't know what to
You
tell
follow
you.
me on Twitter, and we'll keep in touch. We'll see how I feel when the season starts going.
No, you can't change your mind later on.
What do you mean?
It's now or never. You don't know what either team's going to be doing.
And we know the Patriots are going to
They're
be winning
saying
games.
Brady's not going to be good this year. The Browns are going to be good. Take the bet.
No, stop.
Take the bet.
Stop. Next topic. What's the?
Look at
I was
Brady.
kinda-
Brady's going like the 14th quarterback off the board. Take the bet.
I was kind of digging the home improvement atmosphere me and J Mike were doing with the guy peeking over the thing.
Yeah.
with the question.
Loved it.
I was kind of liking that atmosphere. Sneaky.
It was a good vibe.
Hey,
It was a
here
great
you go.
vibe.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking about giving you points.
Hey neighbor.
Howdy, neighbor.
Well,
good to
Aaron,
see you.
how many points, Aaron? Come on, make the bet. Make the bet.
Yeah, how many points? So yeah,
He's scared. I mean, you give him how many points you going to give him?
I respect Tom Brady's game. I just know that he's
I'd give him like 2.5. I wouldn't even go more than that. I wouldn't go 3.5 because you might lose that one, Aaron. Just go 2.5. Let's get a bet on the table.
This is epic. Man.
Let's see what he's saying.
Come on, Aaron.
I think Stompy's in the chat too.
2.5, Aaron.
All
If,
right.
if Stompy's in the chat, well, he's all on my side then.
Last time I placed a bet on the Browns, I lost.
Aaron's in for
I bet
2.5.
the under.
Yo, dude, you putting him at 2.5. I don't.
Dude, I just did you a favor. If he went to 3.5, you're going to lose. He just gave you 2.5 points. So you could hope for like a safety or a tie or something.
I can't do it. I can't.
Brady not going to tie.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
This guy said I respect Tom Brady's game. I am very scared. But yeah, Tom Brady is the really
Tom
good
Brady's
game
like the
manager.
14th quarterback off the
In
board.
fantasy. Belichick
Gabe,
game
Gabe,
plans.
can you blow that one up?
Fine.
Can you blow up Zach's?
I respect Tom Brady's game. I am very scared.
Love it.
That's
I
good.
love it. I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
Cute
So
kid.
there's no bet.
there's no bet.
You know,
No
just-
bet.
All right.
I mean,
All right.
no
There's
bet.
time. There's time.
There's time. We'll see if I get a drink in there too. No.
Yep. J Mike, we haven't spoken
it'll be
a
a
word of fantasy football. Do we
we
need
have
to? No, not at all. Do you have any? Yeah. I mean, are there any nuggets that are on your mind that are fantasy related that you'd like to speak of? I know Russell's worried about Andrew Luck. We can talk about that if you want. We can talk about Jacoby Brissett being a QB1, surging up boards yet again. The man's got an arm
I mean,
for the end of the second half. First half, rather.
yeah, I mean, we might as well talk about Andrew Luck. Apparently, what was it before last season? We thought he was on his deathbed and he was going to be retiring, and it was going to be the end of the world. And then he has a really good season, and everybody's back on the Andrew Luck bandwagon. And then now Irsay, who knows if he was under the influence or not? You know, he's kind of wild like that. I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's just Thursday.
He's got a bone issue. And now we're all running scared again, running around like chickens with our heads cut off. I feel like Andrew Luck is one of those guys again. If he can pay super dividends for you, if you believe in him, and a lot of us got out last year. I was really nervous about him. I'll admit. At this point, Andrew Luck, someone that you're buying into, does all of this mess all at once make you nervous right before the season, knowing his history?
I am officially nervous because they've changed their story 3 times already. It was the calf at first, then it was a bone, and today it was like a high ankle issue. And I mean, I just watched Kevin Durant have his whole process botched on this like same area of the body. And I was super high on Andrew Luck coming into this year. And I thought, okay, here's 35 to 40 touchdowns. He's got some great weapons, best probably of his career, just like overall depth. And now he's just hasn't practiced for 2 months. And it's like, okay, well, I've been slowly dropping him. And now it's like, do I even want shares of Andrew Luck anymore? You know? Even in Dynasty, like I drafted him in a super flex startup this offseason. I'm like, so now I have to let someone get a future second from me for, Jacoby Brissett. So I'm tilting. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bummed. Because this offense was just so fun without weapons, really, last year, I mean, it was basically Ebron and Hilton and Mack when he was around, and now everyone seems to be ready to go except for
Yes.
the captain himself, or with a colonel, whatever he is on Twitter.
the poor guy just can't get a break.
Well,
he can get plenty of. He's got
Plenty of
breaks.
breaks.
That's the problem. I guess he doesn't have breaks, so. Breaks in his tendons and ligaments and things.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the more interesting things to think about is the fact that, and I don't remember who mentioned this. I was on a podcast I listened to, so credit to whomever it was. Is like, it took them forever to actually build an offensive line to protect Andrew Luck. Now that they have this awesome offensive line with all these pieces around, just like you said, Gabe, now Andrew Luck is broken. we can't put him back together like Humpty Dumpty. He's just kind of struggling. So it's, oh man. And that, I think the most disappointing part of that is there's so many pieces in Indianapolis that are so promising, just like you said, Gabe. So all these guys that we're super into, obviously T.Y. Hilton, even though we think he's on the back end of the back nine of his career, if you will. We got hope for Paris Campbell and all the hype that was coming around with him. Ebron balling out last year, being everything that people hoped he would be. Marlon Mack, all these guys that we're excited about. All of a sudden, all of that is in the harbor, if you will, just in the toilet. And that's super disappointing if that's the case.
Sad. That's a sad comment. Yeah. It's true.
2019 is the year you could roll out Luck at QB, Melvin Gordon and Zeke at RB, AB at wide receiver, and not win a game. What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Indeed,
Well done, Zach.
Zach. Yeah. And really, I mean, quarterback's going to go late anyways, but if maybe even in Superflex, you could probably get through the first 4 rounds and have that as your lineup, which is just weird. Because, I mean, if they're all with contract, with helmet, without injury, I mean, those are all first round guys, maybe bleed into the second a little bit, but my goodness, what a time. Absolutely. So, yeah, well, but I mean, is there any sort of belief in Brissett for Superflex just to kicks it? Because I think he's all right. He's got the rushing ability. I mean, not a fantastic passer, but he gets the job done, it seems.
I definitely agree with that. He was okay a few years ago when they just remember those Colts teams without Luck and they just hadn't built anything yet. So I feel like with this team, he could probably be pretty good. You mentioned Superflex, but if it's week 5 and you're desperate, like he might be a guy that everyone's out for the year, like every fantasy season, and then we'll throw him in there.
J-Mike, we are in a league together, a Superflex Dynasty League created by the what's it called? Super Duper. What is
Superflex Super Show? What up?
Super Show.
Stompy. What up? Hogue. What up? James Brain. Yes, indeed. It's a vampire league. It's gonna.
I can't remember the names of pods unless I write intros for them. So apologies, guys.
You big timing. Okay, I see you. I'm being secret show.
Just because I can sing the lyrics in my head, because otherwise I'm like, I'm playing completely. My bad on that. But anyways, what I was saying is that we are vampires in this Superflex league. So we didn't get to make one single draft pick throughout the entire draft, except for the one QB we took after 10 QBs were taken. Is that right? And they blessed us with Cam Newton himself. That was very gracious of y'all. Appreciate that. And then we're here at waivers. The point of this story is that Jacoby Brissett is on those waivers, J-Mike. So on the open bar live, would you like to just pick him up right now? Lock it up.
Lock it up. No, you lock it up. Lock it up. This makes me nervous. I mean, realistically, and have you guys ever been a part of a vampire league?
No.
No.
Okay. So just a quick rundown of it. Again, and Gabe kind of gave a good preface here, but we literally got 0 draft picks except for the one quarterback that we were able to pick up, and it was Cam Newton, right? So everybody else drafts an entire team, and our entire goal at this point is for us to actually be able to pick up players on the waiver wire. We get just our pick of the litter right now, and after we get that done, then essentially our goal is to win a game. And if we win a game, we get to steal a player off of whomever's team that we beat. So sometimes, it apparently a lot of people like it. It's a huge deal. A lot of people like it. I don't know if it's a huge deal, but a lot of people have been playing it. And shout out to Tom Kislingberry. I think that he's one who I don't know if he fathered it or just made it famous or whatever. But apparently his influence is heavy in it. And obviously we want to try to win as soon as possible, but we don't want to just have some poop roster, because the only way that we're going to get better is by actually winning games. So we may have to actually take Jacoby Brissett, and I'm a little nauseous. I'm not sure about that.
Well, the good news is he is a starter.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Sad.
And he could be a starter. So, I mean,
who would you
I
drop?
mean, that's immediate value in Superflex. The moment you can start a quarterback is just, especially when you don't. Well, I get we got Cam, but when you can start 2 is just
Yeah.
fantastic.
I think especially because he's not going to be ready by week 1, you guys pick him up right now because you guys have a QB starter in the Colts offense week 1. That would help you guys get a possible win week 1 and then take whoever you guys want. That's why I would pick him up personally, because odds are if Luck were to miss time, it's going to be early in the season.
How good would that be to pick him up and win your first game and be able to steal somebody?
So
I
Jacoby
can't wait,
Brissett,
J Mike.
Jacoby Brissett in 16 games with the Colts, or Nick Foles full season with the Jaguars. Who are you picking?
Ooh.
Superflex.
Oh,
Why we gotta do
shot,
that?
shot through the heart, Russ. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta put us through that?
I would probably. It sounds weird, but I'd probably go Brissett. I think
would
with
too.
just the rushing.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
even gonna utter
Foles
those
is like
words, Gabe.
necessarily terrible, like in comparison to. I think Foles is probably a better passer than Brissett, but just that rushing ability, I think, and the better wide receiver core than whatever the Jaguars have. I mean, we've talked plenty about that, J Mike. So
Yeah, I was going to say because the Colts have the better offense. I mean,
Yeah.
Foles is a better quarterback, like you said, but I think the better offense is the Colts.
I think they're both pretty similar. You'd like the Jacoby's talent gets a little bit helped out because of the offensive line and the offensive weapons, and then I think the deciding factor there would be also the fact that Jacoby gets to play in a dome, which helps.
That's a good call too. And what's really interesting is if we shift our focus back to Luck for a second, according to Fantasy Football Calculator, on mock drafts that were done between August the 10th and August the 13th. Andrew Luck was going as QB4, the end of the 5th round. Where at this point, if you are in redraft or any kind of maybe even best ball or whatever it looks like for this season particularly, where are you comfortable scooping up Andrew Luck and being okay with it in terms of maybe he does miss games and you're still okay with the upside that it gives you or possibly gives you?
Single quarterback leagues, wait on QB. I'm not taking Andrew Luck. I'll be fine taking value wherever else and getting my quarterback past 12th one off the board, like a Dak Prescott or a possible Lamar Jackson. Shout out Stompy. And then in Superflex, depending how many quarterbacks for the board, I may take a plunge on Luck. But if I do take a plunge on Luck in Superflex redraft leagues, I am making sure I have 2 other quarterbacks that can start weeks, and then hopefully trading one of those if Luck is actually healthy to get value somewhere else in the package deal or something like that. That'd be my strategy, but it would probably have to be once Kyler's off the board and Newton's off the board, and I'll probably be comfortable taking Luck. It's kind of hard. You got to know your league mates. If you're in a home league and you know you're smarter than everyone else, then you can take that risk. But if you're in like another league, you may want to probably stay away. But I'm not taking that risk personally in redraft leagues. We have a Superflex draft on Thursday, and I'm not taking Luck. That's my say.
Russell J, where you landed?
Oh, well, I already so I'm in a weird position where I have him in leagues already and I just don't want any more. It's like I'm already loaded up with risk. I have him in the Scott Fishbowl, which stinks. And so I guess I'm definitely not taking him in any of my leagues moving forward, like the home league or season long league or whatever. But obviously there's still upside there and you're going to get him at a discount. But to go to your ADP question, he's off my board for now. It's kind of like, would I rather have 16 games of Jared Goff or have to worry about Andrew Luck all season? And I'd just rather do Goff at this stage. So yeah, especially in Superflex, you still have to take him pretty high. So I'm out.
I don't know that our listeners and everyone rocking with us this evening in the chat recognize how huge that is for you to admit that, Russ.
This hurts.
for the Luck stand that you are. Like this is heavy.
Yeah, I've been in on him for a while. It's been a rough few years for us. Last year I thought we were through the woods, and then right back we were out of the woods, and then we got kidnapped right back into the woods.
Kidnapped. Dang.
Oh man.
Or adult napped. I don't know.
we'll take that.
Adult napped. Oh, that's what grandparents do. Just adult nap.
Ooh.
So completely off the board. I was trying to bait you there by saying, what if he goes in the 12th round? Is that enough for you? I mean, is there some sort of round or just not round necessarily? That's not fair, but a QB off the board, that you would take him, whether it be single or super flex, you can decide for yourself. But
if I hadn't taken quarterback at that point, then yeah, like you'd probably break me and I'd probably take him. But I was kind of into Luck at that ADP, so now I'm just kind of shifting towards Wentz. I think that's going to be my move from now on. It's kind of like I had them in a similar range, and they were both kind of going in an okay spot. So I'll probably just start going, Wentz. I only have like 2 leagues left to draft, but I think that's my goal.
Not to have some super awkward pivot here, but I'm going to do it anyway. So a trade just went down in one of my leagues. This is a John Bosch league. Shout out. This is Kamikaze. Shout out to everyone in Kamikaze. That's such a fun league. And that, your Bay's in there, Gabe. That's Clint Followill. Your Bay.
Hi, bye.
I just did a trade in that league, and I'm trying to find what will be the equivalent because it's a bankroll league. So obviously money just kind of continues flowing throughout. But I have a team that year one finished middle of the pack. I kind of blew it up a little bit. Still finished a little bit lower in the somewhat middle of the pack this last year. But I've made a lot of trades this offseason, and this being the culmination of my biggest trade so far. So I want to know what you guys think about this.
Terrible.
So, gosh, already? Gosh, man. Gosh. So I literally just gave up Derrick Henry, Mike Williams, and what will be the equivalent in dollars of, let's say, a mid 2021st, maybe late 2021st dollar wise, for the likes of, and it's a 14-team league, 14-team Superflex. I gave up Derrick Henry, gave up Mike Williams, and I got Mike Evans and the GOAT himself already with the Hall of Fame bust, Daniel Jones. What say you, gentlemen?
Whoa.
I think that's a pretty fair deal, which I don't normally say, but I feel like, yeah, like that sounds like a deal where both sides respected each other and got a fair deal. And yeah, that's one of those where it hit my inbox and I wouldn't be mad right away. When you see those other dynasty trades in your league and you're like, oh my God, that would be one where I just click to the next email and be like, okay, I can respect that.
Very good.
Father,
any other thoughts? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking on that. I mean, I like the upside of Mike Williams. Mike Evans, you don't get more consistent than that guy.
Who's your other wide receiver? That's what I want to know.
Bro, listen, and this is the league where you only have to start. It's a Superflex league. Okay. You only have to start one of each position. And then there's like 5 flex spots.
Okay.
So this is my wide receiver room. And again, this is basically, I flipped my team on its head and I'm really liking what I got going on. I've got Corey Coleman as my wide receiver 1. I'm just kidding. I do have him on my team, but no. So I've got Odell, who I got this offseason, Mike Evans, Juju, DJ Moore, Corey Davis, and my big homie himself, Sammy Watkins. Those are my top 6 wide receivers for my team.
You gave up Derrick Henry, so I want to know who else running backs you have.
So I only have to start one. So every week, I'm probably looking at starting one of these 3. Tevin Coleman, Kenyon Drake, or Jalen Samuels. One of those 3.
Trade. I like the trade.
I do
like the trade. I'm not even worried about it. Daniel Jones helps in the future. Mike Williams, I think, is a good sell high. I like Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, truther at this point, I believe. But Jalen Samuels going to get some work, especially if it's PPR league. And Kenyon Drake has some pass catching upside, possibly with these New England coaches coming in. And since you only got to start one of them, I think Coleman's poised for a decent year, especially now with the McKinnon news. And he's young still. I think he's 25. So I like the trade. And Daniel Jones helps out for the future. But the Daniel Jones truther, what do you got to say about Daniel Jones and Dynasty for Superflex?
I I mean, what he did in preseason. It's only preseason. They didn't have their starters out there or nothing. But what did he do? 6 for 6, 68 yards and a touchdown, something like that.
You know, Dwayne Haskins threw more touchdowns in 1 year than the whole entire career.
We're not going to get
Daniel
back on
Jones
this
in
because
college.
they should have taken him, but they didn't. So we have to roll with Daniel Jones, and he did good in his first TV outing. So I like the trade. That's a fair trade.
It's a fair
Like
trade.
I said, I like
helps
the
you out.
upside of Mike Williams.
Yeah. But Mike
I'm
Evans,
trying to get him in some of my drafts, but Mike Evans is as consistent as they come, and he's got a Daniel Jones who could be a good quarterback in the future.
Okay.
So I like the trade.
So here's the squad. This is kind of funky. I thought it would share better than this, but it's not. I'm still getting used to this new system here, Gabe, because it's not doing like
I'm trying to help you.
really know.
It's
okay. I'm gonna try again.
All right. Well, you
All right, here we
let
go.
us know when that I can.
All
How
right.
about I give my?
Now,
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Now you're ready.
This looks
Now
much
you're
better.
ready. Right when I was about to delve into this
Yep. Now he's ready.
really analytical,
Talk about
hot.
it. Talk about it.
Oh God, I was just steaming. No, go ahead.
So here's the squad. Like I said, I literally I literally went about blowing this thing all the way up, and I'm feeling really good about all the trades and work I've put in this offseason.
Why didn't you mention Devontae Parker as your wide receiver too?
Listen, man, you're right. And look, I've even got your boy
Sorry?
Josh Doxson. Let's
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
You have two
I'm all
Devontae
in.
Parkers.
I've got exactly. No, I've got 4. I've got Cordell Patterson and John Ross. I've got 4.
Oh man.
God.
Who's your tight end?
I've got Eifert and Evan Ingram
Ooh.
at tight end.
Oh,
So
the Daniel Jones Ingram stack.
Yes.
Someone's got to
Yeah,
catch the ball
I've
in
got
New
Kirk.
York.
Yeah, Kirk and Baker as my starters. Tom Brady, old man Tom. But yeah, I after this last trade, I felt like if I could get Mike Evans, because Gabe and I often joke on here, what does Mike Evans have to do to get respect?
Apparently
because
more
Real.
more than 1,500 yards in the season. That's more.
I think that's the case. Ooh, look at you go, Gabe. Your
I'm
production
trying,
work.
man.
Your production work is so sick. I'm sorry, you're a casualty right now, Russell. But just take a look. I mean, this is
Yeah, I'll hide it. I just can't stop looking at Russ. Really.
But anyway, yeah, that's the squad. So
That's
I'm
the
all
squad,
in for this season, man, and I'm ready. So I was curious what you guys thought because I like Derrick Henry a lot for this year. I got really nervous about the whole walking boot thing. And like you just said, Paul, about Mike Williams, I really like Mike Williams.
Yeah.
I think that he can take a step forward this year, especially in value. But Mike Evans, I feel like is a top, one of those top assets and top players. So he's probably worth giving those things up to bolster my starting lineup. So we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Can I stand for the Giants for a second? If Saquon Barkley and Evan Ingram and Golden Tate and Sterling Shepard were in different jerseys, people would be hyping that offense as like really good. That's just my opinion. Like that is a good group of 4. Like I get the quarterback's bad, but if it's Eli, maybe Daniel Jones will flop in there, but like I feel like that's a good group. Like I feel like Evan Ingram is like a stud.
Eli's taking a lot of heat. The guy, the offensive line was terrible. I mean, yeah, he throws a lot of stupid plays rather than getting sacked because I don't think he likes the guys coming at him. And he throws a lot of his facial expressions when he lets go of the ball. And next thing you know, it's intercepted. I mean, he does a lot of stupid stuff. But, I mean, the guy's won 2 Super Bowls. Now, when he did win the Super Bowls, even though he got MVP, I think he got an MVP in both of them, didn't he?
I'm not a Giants fan.
It really was they really had the all-around team, right? They had the great defense. The defense won that championship, I believe. But you still got to throw the ball. And Eli did throw the ball, and there were some immaculate catches in both of them Super Bowls. So he does get a bad rap, but the offensive line has been terrible for years.
Yeah, that's probably the problem. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
For fantasy, I just look at it. I'm like, hey, I like Golden Tate. I like Sterling Shepard.
Yep.
I like Saquon. I like Evan Ingram.
Well, now Tate's going to miss a couple more 4 games, right?
Yeah.
Shepard's got a broken thumb.
Yeah.
So Evan Ingram's going to be catching all the passes.
Russ,
Yeah.
that's funny you say that. Toward the end of last season, I tweeted out something to the effect of, "I'm actually really excited for what the Giants could look like moving forward." It was really promising because it was not that they were amazing to close the year, but the offensive line at least looked more functional. They had the rookie. What's the rookie out of UTEP that they had? The giant. What's his name? Hernandez, right? Is that the guard's name? Will
Yes,
Hernandez.
yeah.
Yeah, like they had him, and I thought, you know what, that next season's really going to be fun when OBJ's there, Sterling's there, Evan Ingram, Saquon. Like this could be fun with the offensive line that's actually not horrible. And then they trade OBJ, and I was like, what? What is this? I was so excited.
For nothing. There it is, David Tyree's helmet. There you go. Get that helmet, Antonio Brown.
No, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one that you have to hang up when Justin puts up his Myles Garrett jersey in the back there, Paul. Yeah. That's the helmet that you've got to hang up right next to it, just the ultimate trump card. The David Tyree helmet.
Okay, I will do that.
Just a reminder to come and check out this show on Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern-ish. You'll have an opportunity to make silly little fun jokes like Zach just did in some sort of chat somewhere. I don't exactly know what this chat is because my screen does not say YouTube on it, J-Mike. I am on StreamYard.com. Shout out to StreamYard for hooking us up and not killing us off of the live table. That's where my chat shows up. So whatever that YouTube chat is, you keep vibing on that. I'm going to follow this one, bucko.
You are something else. You are something else. That's what you are. You have the nerve, as Stephen A would put, you have the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to post things from the actual YouTube chat and be so disrespectful as to act like you don't follow the chat or even acknowledge its existence after you've done it week in and week out since we've come back from our break. Bro, you've changed. You've gone Hollywood.
Yeah.
I got a Stephen A.
At least it's Hollywood, not Hollywood Meckle. J-Mike, your boy.
No, don't. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Speaking of, I think I saw that one back there somewhere. Where is that? I think it was Zach again. He said something about Mecole Hardman.
He's a Mecole Hardman.
He's not bad though.
He's fast.
Yeah,
that's all.
let's go.
And then you get him in a good system
Here
like
it is.
Basically,
what say you, Open Bar?
Well,
are we impressed?
Am I impressed that a dude who has blazing speed could take a screen pass in the Chiefs against second or third stringers to the touchdown? No.
Was it one of those pitch passes too?
It was a pass to the right side. And kind of pitch pass, and he just took it. And then I'm like, he's faster than everyone else, obviously, but you put him and Tyreek Hill on the same field. That's something to be worried about guarding. You probably have to run zone against him. That's where I think Travis Kelce will succeed. I mean, that's too analytical and looking into it. I don't know. But Mecole Hardman and Dynasty, people were taking him in like the 106 before the Tyreek news came out, and that was way too pricey for me, so I didn't get any shares. But I would sell high right now. That's just me.
Yeah, that was a weird time in Dynasty life, right?
Yeah.
When, Hardman. I just like when guys look fast and they just run by angles, and that's what I saw with Hardman. So wide receiver 3 on the Chiefs, sign me up for 13th round redraft ADP.
Yeah, I like best ball, especially. Best ball, I'd be more interested. Knowing when to start him could be tough. And before we get into this next thing, Sam Lane at 10:33 decided to say, I love all of you except Justin.
I could understand.
Get him, Justin. Get him, Justin.
Stompy.
Way to go, Stompy.
You know you're sitting in there with your
Stompy.
wrestling belt and your leotard right now, just waiting until the days count down before it's all over. I know it's just tough, dude. You just in our listener league this year. You and your running back heavy strat. You could have fun. SFB 9. My shirt's upstairs. SFB 8 champ. Yes.
SFB mine. SFB mine.
I just can't believe you, Stompy.
Good one, Stompy. Thank you for that.
I thought about dropping that up here, Justin, but I didn't. I don't know. I didn't want to hurt
my dad just pointed it out.
Don't worry, I found it, Gabe.
I figured it wasn't me.
I just looked at my SFB9 roster today because I had forgotten what it looked like.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Oh man.
Are
Like,
you
you know how
sunk
you going
like
through-
me with Andrew Luck kind of deal?
Well, not that bad. It's like, I don't know, dog. Yeah, I just looked
What
at
pick
it.
did you have?
I had the 4th spot, so I've just got the volatility of all volatilities. So back to back, 1, 2, 3. I went Zeke at 4. Zeke fell to me at 4, which I felt great about at first. Nowadays, not so much. Come back around, Todd Gurley at was at 209, I think. About 209. And then I came back in the 3rd and got Fournette. So we could get to week 6 and none of those guys be playing. It could be real bad. It could be real bad. Sheesh.
Well, we took a different
I'm also in
strategy.
the Zeke, boat there, J Mike. So I feel you. Go ahead there, Paul.
So we took a different strategy and took tight end.
Ooh.
We love our tight ends.
We debated about that for a while. So we took what do we have? The 5th,
We had 6 picks.
6th pick. We took
Kelsey.
and then we took Kittle on the way back. So I don't know if that's a smart move. We argued about that.
Yeah, because
For a
Juju
while,
was there,
but-
Connor was there.
So-
Thank you, Mike. And then you got
He
Mixon
won the
was
argument.
there.
He won the I let him have it because
My argument for that was in a 1,200 team league, you got to diversify. And I know not many teams have Kelsey Kittle. I know some have Kelsey Ertz, but Kittle sometimes went in the 1st round. I know TJ Hernandez from 4for4 took him at the 109. And I saw Scott Fish go at 12 pick, went back-to-back tight ends, and decided to roll with that. But right now our team's looking good. We have Curtis Samuel on there, who's a good breakout candidate. People are starting to hype on. Dave Montgomery we have Damian Williams, who I like. I don't know. We got a good squad. Lamar Jackson, I like it.
I'm curious to see how the tight end stack what it's going to do for us. I would have never thought we'd do that.
You were
But
trying to figure out how tight ends stack.
yeah.
Hey,
You can never have too many tight ends. But
Well, basically, one is a tight end, one is a wide receiver spot. So
and it's so traditional, but
we'll see what happens.
I remember last year there were a couple of fellows. I think one being my Bay, actually, J Mike, the aforementioned Bay, Clint Follow. I think he took 3 tight ends in a row. I think he went Gronk, Kelsey, and then I guess it would have been Ertz last year. I think he may have done that, and obviously Gronk didn't go so well, but the other 2 were certainly
two out of
fine.
3 ain't bad.
Yeah, that's a win.
Not sure where he landed, but I think it's certainly viable and can work. And it like you said, it's going to diversify you from 1,199 teams.
I'll also
you got to
say-
get through your first division, but
right.
I will also say that if Ertz was there and not Kittle, I wouldn't have done it. I'm off on Ertz this year. I think the target competition increased. You saw him have 156 targets last year, which is insane. I think you're going to be closer to 115 to 120 this year. Still going to be a good tight end, but in this 3rd round draft price, I'm not taking him. But my question for you guys is, in redraft leagues, not tight end premium, where are you comfortable taking Kelsey?
He's
a difference maker.
It's a great question.
He's a difference maker in my
Yes.
opinion. He's basically like a wide receiver if you put him in the points, And I saw some stuff on Twitter, but I'm thinking if I have the 109, I'm okay with taking him on the way back. And I think that he can be a difference maker. And I might draft on Thursday. He's
On the way back in the 3rd round?
No, way back in the 2nd round. I'll take Kelsey in the 2nd round. Early
Kelsey.
2nd round,
All right.
I'm okay
You
with.
said Ertz, though. You're talking about Ertz.
No, I said I don't like Ertz this year at 3rd round draft pick.
No,
I'm not
you just asked them where would they take.
No, Kelsey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I'm
sorry.
will take him early 2nd, even late 1st if you want to secure it. Where are you, Dad? But I have a dynasty share of Kelsey and I have a SFB9 share of Kelsey, so I could hedge with that. I don't get him in this league. I'll have him in.
Yeah, if I don't get. Depends what pick I have. If
You're
I
on the clock. You have Kelsey sitting there. You have Julio sitting there. Juju. You have Michael Thomas. Who you taking out of those guys? It's gonna be hard for you to pass.
I'm taking Julio there.
All right. So say
I'm
you get
taking
Julio,
Julio.
come back around. You have Kelsey, Juju, Tyreek Hill, and Mixon, Connor is available. Dalvin Cook's available. Who you going? I'm telling you right now, I'll go Kelsey.
The problem is if you don't take one of the top 3, there's good value in the next 5 tight ends after. So you can wait and get good value there, or you wait a little longer. Jared Cook is an underlooked tight end right now, who I really like going to New Orleans.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
Having
hard.
a great camp.
He is. It's going to be
He's
hard for
catching
me to
balls
take
from Drew
Kels
Brees.
with the I mean, is it a good value in the second round? Absolutely. But you got to look at the other value of the spots that are there.
Yeah, my dad.
So you have to make a decision.
So if you're on the clock right now,
I
Kelsey.
hope he's gone
Connor
before I
Henderson?
get to that decision.
All right.
I'll put it that
What
way.
about you, man, Bun? I haven't heard you say that much yet. I want to hear what you got to say about Kelsey in the late first or early second. Where are you taking? Are you taking him there or no?
When you said that he was coming back, or I guess you did say this was a super flex draft though.
Well, even say regular league for say. Like we could put Superflex in there too. So Superflex will probably
Right.
be there.
Just
But
the
it's
one
like
you were
any-
referencing when you said if he comes back to me in the second round, I'm definitely swinging, and that'd be cool. I thought that might have been when in my head I was thinking that was just a regular old start 1 QB PPR whatever, and like that is a smash for me in the late second round that is, and even in the middle, kind of where he's going, still fine. I mean, what are we looking at here? Is this going to be kind of the seasons that Gronk was having? Is this that era for Kelsey? And
I'll let you
I
know
mean,
about
with last year,
Let me say something.
Gabe, that's the
you gotta
question.
believe it. You got to believe
That's
it.
the question. Is he, like, at this point, is Kelsey a tier unto himself? Not
Yes.
just
Yeah.
is he part of that top 3, but is he a tier to himself? And if he is, then that's the same. This is the same area 2 years ago, 3 years ago that we're taking Gronk, right? And we're arguing, hey, is he worth coming back in the second for? And I think this is interesting. I like that.
And that
It's
was
always-
happening for years with Gronk. I mean, he was hanging around the end of the first, early second for years, and even Hernandez was up there too. So yeah, my goodness, I don't have the numbers in front of me of what their seasons are comparatively, but
No.
they ought to be close, huh?
Yeah. So I think that, especially looking at last year when Gronk was going in like the first, second round, I think this year I'm more confident in Kelsey right now than I have been in Gronk the past couple of years when he was healthy with this pick, because you give him a better offense than the Patriots. I'm sorry, Patriot fan. It is. Chiefs offense is dynamic, and they just put up points and they're going to throw the ball a lot. You go on playerprofiler.com. Best comparable player to Kelsey is Rob Gronkowski. And the thing about Kelsey, he doesn't get hurt nearly as much as Gronk. That's a matter of fact there. There's also arguably less target competition in that offense. It's basically Hill.
Especially when
Kelsey.
Tyreek Hill gets
You got
suspended
Edelman
again.
there back when Gronk was playing, James White in the backfield, Chris Hogan, Wes Welker, all those times. So it's a little more concentrated, I believe, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm all on Kelsey this year.
How many points did he score last year, Kelsey? I got Gronk's numbers. They're like hovering around 250 fantasy.
Kelsey, I'll check in a second, loading it.
What I'll say is that my strategy this year has kind of been based around OJ Howard and Evan Ingram. So I've been kind of fading the top 3 guys just because I try to stack Ingram and Howard as both on my roster as much as possible. So it's kind of like it wouldn't really make sense for me to go Kelsey that early. But yeah, every time I pass on Kelsey, I just am imagining, when I play that guy in week 4 and Kelsey scores 30 points against me. So yeah, he's gonna be great again, barring injury. So
yeah. Kelsey had more points than Juju last year. Would have been the wide receiver 8 in PPR at 283.4. And
yeah,
I mean, Mahomes is going to regress a little bit, obviously, but with more experience, I think he's going to, be better from a game standpoint, but not fantasy standpoint. I like Kelsey, but I don't know. Who's your guys' number 2 wide receiver behind Hopkins? That's the curious question. Most people go Devontae Adams. I go Odell.
Hey, Gabe, did you hear what Justin said about who's your number 2 behind DeAndre Hopkins? Did you hear that?
Are you on?
This is a DeAndre Hopkins pod.
Oh, we want to debate DeAndre Hopkins? I'm down.
No, Justin, you landed on the correct side of this argument. You did a great job. You did a great job. It was beautiful. I just wanted to make sure that in all of Gabe's work that he's doing right now, producing and making the fun graphics come up for the people, that he heard what you said, which was who's the wide receiver after the number one guy, and his name being DeAndre Hopkins. I was just curious. That was all. Sorry, Gabe. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Continue.
that's awesome. That's
I was still trying to find. I knew Gronk had a better year than that. I think he did have one better season than that. But Kelsey, amazing season last year, and he can still hover around that and be Gronk like. But anyways, moving on. Behind Hop, Nuck, DeAndre.
Oh.
I don't.
Hey, Gabe,
I
can you
think-
throw up Jared's? Can you throw up Jared's real quick as you talk through yours?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Look at
I
you.
am. Oh, shoot, man. I'd probably be with Jared here, at least for Nuck and Adams. And
What?
What
Gabe.
are we talking about this year? Oh, OBJ's number one.
Listen, You're
think
bo-
OBJ
I'm about
won
to
this
say,
year?
Oh no, that's child Justin. We're talking about. Oh yeah, this is Dynasty Fantasy Football, aren't we? Talking about?
I'm sorry.
Fantasy football.
no, Justin was talking about this year. Justin's talking
Yeah.
about this year, right?
Yeah, we were talking about this year. Then we can go to Dynasty if you want, because I don't have Hopkins as my number one in Dynasty.
I just know OBJ's your boy, Gabe, and and when you said you agreed with him at 3 this year, I was just I was baffled.
For a redraft, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Redraft, I have OBJ too.
I think that OBJ has a lot more to share about.
He's got the
team
mindset
this,
too.
this year. I mean, just not to be the number one guy for me. I mean, I not that really matters. I think it's like a tier 1A, 1B kind of thing. I can easily see OBJ doing it, and I will gladly take him at the end of the first, early second in redraft leagues. That's totally cool.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna.
probably where he's going in Dynasty too. So
Yeah,
all
I'm not gonna
gravy.
toot my own horn. I drafted on Sunday. Dad had the 8th pick. I went Hopkins. Came back around with Odell. I like that.
Ooh, nasty.
Be scared. Be afraid.
I'm not scared. What do I got to be scared of?
No, my dad drafted a really good team. Like, I'm not gonna do anything
What
bad.
do I got to be scared of?
Oh, geez, here we
Do
go.
I have to bring it up again? How you went 0-5?
Dang.
I mean,
Typical
You're
Giants
dragging it.
fan. Typical Giants fan living in the
You know,
past.
you keep
This is
bringing
a-
it up. And then one of our table bets this year, why don't we tell them one of the table bets was that you guarantee you're going to win 75% of the games you play against me this year.
Oh, 100%.
How can you say that when you went 0-5 last year?
Because it's a bounce back year.
And I just drafted a good team in our first league.
You did.
Not you don't win the draft, but I got a good team.
Yeah, that's true. You don't win the draft.
You don't win the draft, but let me tell you, I can't wait to play you.
It's always a fun
I
matchup.
am. Wow. If you guys don't mind, just as our
Go ahead.
own episode of Open Bar Hard Knocks, maybe, or Open Bar All or Nothing, if you will, whichever you subscribe to, maybe you have both.
Yeah.
Take us behind the week that is whenever you guys meet in a fantasy league. I am so curious what happens throughout the week. Do you talk mess? Do you like pack his lunch and like, I don't know, put something like extra gross on it? Like I don't not like anything disgusting, but like you put like, oh, I'm putting French dressing on your sandwich and you're going to be pissed off about this. Like how does that work with you guys? I'm curious.
What do you guys say?
You
Dan?
go ahead. I'm gonna look for some old Texas around there.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see
If
if-
you have text from back there, that'd be impressive. I have
Let's
mine
see
till
if
you
I
after 30
can,
days. But let me. So I like to play mind games.
See,
Big mind game players. I only
Because
put.
he always tries to trade with me. He's like relentless trying to
I'm
trade
relentless
players
with
all the
trades.
time.
I'll
Like,
be like,
no,
yo.
dude, no,
Yeah.
stop. Relentless.
That's it. But when we play each other that week, I won't even set my lineup till like when I have to. I'll keep
Yeah,
everyone
you
out.
do
I'll
play
keep
that
guessing
mind
who
game.
I put in. I'll be like, dude, you're going down. Last year, I don't think I talked this much shit because I was at college, and I'm
That's
glad I
'cause you-
didn't.
you're-
I'm glad I didn't talk.
You're scared. That's why you wait to put your lineup in.
I mean, it's just a lot of like my dad's trash talking. It's a different kind of trash talking. You can ask any of our friends who are in our league too. My friend calls my dad a one-string banjo, but it's just funny. I mean, a lot of trash talking. It's all fun. I usually try to like come home and watch the games at a sports bar or something that week when we go at it. But I lost against him last year when Zeke had his career day against the Lions, and then Golden Tate had his career day against the Dallas Cowboys. So I got unlucky kind of swing of things. But I don't know. What are you looking for? Some text, dude? I'm just relentless with trade stuff.
What was the year when I had Antonio Brown? You were beating me by
This was a championship game, actually.
championship game. You were beating me by 80 points.
No, I was beating you by 65 points going into Sunday Night
you
Football.
know the whole thing. So say
I'll
it.
say it. So Sunday Night Football was coming up. That was the Ravens and Steelers. He had Antonio Brown and Zeke left.
He was
And
done.
I was up by 65.
And you
I
were
said,
done.
Dad, I don't feel confident. Next thing you know, Antonio Brown gets that last second little touchdown thing we stretched over.
It was beautiful.
And then
It
I was
beautiful.
up by 34. Granted, our league has bonus points for long touchdowns. So Monday Night Football, here comes Zeke running for a 54-yard touchdown.
54-yarder.
It was over.
Gone.
And I lost by 0.8 to my dad. No,
Oh,
0.2 to my dad in the championship. He has not let it go since. My only defense I have against that is after the draft that year, my dad had Eddie Lacy, didn't have Zeke. And this dude drafted Zeke 6th overall in this league and traded him to you for Eddie Lacy straight up.
In the
who you took in the
preseason.
third
In the preseason,
round.
he did.
So, wow.
All I know is when he lost that game, the bathroom door closed. I don't know where he was or what he was doing, but the door closed.
I went to bathroom to pee. I was just angry. I wasn't even mad. I was like, good game, dude. I always get unlucky in championship games. Last year, we co-owned a dynasty team in our home league, and we had Philip Lindsay. We were down by like 8 points. And
that
we
didn't
lost by
even do it
0.5.
for you. What happened was they sat Zeke out after that.
Oh, yeah. But
They
Zeke
sat
had a
him
touchdown
out,
run. They sat him.
And
so
then
I
they tried to run it in with whoever the backup was. McFadden? Was it McFadden?
Probably McFadden, yeah.
They tried to run it in there with him twice, and he didn't get it. And here comes Zeke off the sideline, and he pushed him for the touchdown. Game over.
When I was young, I would go to the bathroom when my mom would make food I didn't like, and I'd spit it into the toilet and then come back.
I think
a
that's
good
what I heard,
strategy.
Russell. Russell,
That's
that's
an
what I heard.
advanced move.
That's what I heard in there.
J Mike, Russ, I have an idea for our open bar bet this year.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have to get the details of what the numbers of leagues that you two are in together, how many times you're going to play this year, just regular season, we'll say. But we are going to take sides here. We are going to take either father or son.
I
Wow.
didn't know which way you were going. I didn't know which way you're going with that.
I'll screen share real quick. I'll show you guys.
So we've got
these leagues.
So is it still 5? Because you said 0-5. I want to say that one more time, just in case, Yeah.
Wait.
Here.
For clarification, you said
0 plus
5.
5.
Was that 0 on the Justin side or the Paul side? Because I don't want to get that confused.
That's what I didn't catch last time either, J Mike. Good question.
Okay, Paul, can you clarify one more time? The 0 was on which side?
Yeah, which side was
I
that?
think we all know whose side that was on. that would be on the newest Cleveland Browns fan, and I'm not a Browns fan. So that's 2 leagues. We're in 2 leagues together. So we
have a listener league 2, so 3.
Right. The listener league I didn't do too good in because I picked Le'Veon Bell the first round. It kind of killed me last year, but so counting the other 2 leagues, we're in 2 leagues. We play each other twice, and then of course the 5th game was in the playoffs.
It was in the playoffs.
So show the rosters of our first draft we just had we just had
I
Sunday.
forget that the most important part, J Mike.
Screen sharing tips. Thank you.
That one. All right. So you are in 5 leagues.
The savagery.
We're in 3 leagues together. We played each other twice in 2 of them. It hurts to look at, dude.
So short. Let them see our teams. Can you get it up there?
All right. I got you.
Here they come.
All right.
All right,
I'm on the
so-
left. My dad's on the right. Let me just say he sniped a couple guys on
Look
me.
at that team.
Zoom in on that, would you?
Yeah,
Zoom in.
zoom in so they can
Yeah.
see my team.
Yeah, let's look at that team.
He said so they can see my team. Paul's a savage, man.
You know
Paul
they're
is a
gonna-
savage.
You
It's
know
coming,
they're
it's
gonna
coming.
pick. They're gonna pick me. Watch.
Dude, it's coming.
They're gonna pick me.
It should come. It's frozen
Ooh.
right now. Is it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
This.
All right. It
If you,
froze
now,
on
can you
mine.
scroll? Can you scroll down a little bit?
Yeah, let me see those tight ends.
Yeah. Pause.
Let me see how them tight ends stack.
The double tight ends.
Ooh.
Let me see those tight ends.
Oh, dude, I got Patriots defense against the Giants
Look,
offense.
Just keep scrolling. They don't want to see the defense. They want to see the rest of the team.
Is this a league that y'all already drafted? Is this from last? I have no idea.
Yeah, this is
can't
Sunday
even
was our
tell.
first Superflex league was this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So that's our first.
Gotcha.
That's our first one.
I had 8th.
So
pick,
you
my dad.
will be in 5 leagues together. Is that right?
No, we're only in
Two.
3 leagues, 2 leagues, and then our subscriber league for our podcast.
Okay. So
Each league we play twice,
Uh-oh.
and then
No. So you play once in one league and you play twice in 2 other leagues.
Okay.
So that adds up to
Oh,
5.
So
2, 2,
we'll
1.
be back at 5. Okay. Just regular season. We'll be back at 5. Perfect.
Yeah.
This is wow. This is
Oh,
tough.
man.
This is tight. I'm ready to place my vote though on this
Are
league.
you?
I am. I'll kick us off, Gabe, and Russ. You guys can continue to consider, but
Okay.
with the strength, the absolute brute strength, as a 1-2 punch at wide receiver, it's really hard not to side with Justin here. Justin's got the likes of Cam Newton, who I like this year more than.
I hate
that.
when
We always
production
got
quality through the
a
roof.
guest producer on the pod that'll just drop.
Good looking out, Justin.
drop
Good looking
for
out, Justin.
No
Yeah.
doubt.
So yeah, Nuke and OBJ, like that's disgusting up front. And I think Damian Williams is a guy who can still be pretty strong for you moving forward. Derrick Henry's the one that scares me a little bit, but booty scooting Cam Newton, he's that guy, and I like him better than Matt Ryan this year. So I think I'm going with Justin's team in this league this year. And he's got Kyler down there. Come on. Yeah.
We're gonna revisit this.
Yeah, my
Mike,
dad
we
sniped
have
me on
to.
Curtis
We have
Hey,
to.
Samuel.
Mike, we're gonna revisit this.
My dad drafted a
Paul,
good
you're my
team.
guy. You're my guy,
know.
Paul.
I know.
But
This
yeah,
is the only
just,
team that we're
know.
going to be able to look at here too. So we have to make.
We do have a draft this
Oh
Thursday.
yeah, we have another one on
Little
Thursday.
projection here.
No?
I think I'm ready to make my decision.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to you, and then
I,
Gabe's gonna make the final decision. I know how this is gonna go.
This is staged.
I saw Evan Ingram.
Oh,
And,
geez.
Yes.
I think my decision was made there. I like the
Had
there's
to see those tight ends, huh?
Curtis Samuel as well. I think we're gonna fire with Paul here.
Yeah.
He sniped me on Curtis Samuel, one pick before me. That's what I hate about drafting with you. Because we do a podcast
Well,
together, and you took
can't help
Curtis
you
Samuel.
there. Then don't
Stink.
don't
And then I had to
sit
take
next
Royce
to me.
Freeman at that
Don't
one.
pick a pick around me. Why don't the next draft I'll take an early and you take a later.
Wait, where's my
Russell with his own
sound?
sound effects.
Oh, what do you want? You want a boom?
No,
Air horn?
give him a boom. Give him the boom.
Give us
Give
the
him
boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was more than I anticipated.
Gabe, you're the breaker, Gabe.
Hold on.
I know.
Charles.
I'm concerned. So, Mike, what's our hashtag thing called for the 2019 open bar bets? Is that what it is?
No, it is hashtag Open Bar Bets 2019.
Oh, okay.
That's how we'll
See?
keep track of it.
All right. See, I always do that, even with our handle. Well, old handle. Open bar bets.
Speaking of old handle, if
2019.
you guys are watching this stream right now, subscribe to the new channel so you stay up to date because you guys don't want to miss it out.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
You guys got to be subscribed because right now I see 3 subscribers. I see more than 3 people in this chat. So that's a problem.
Good looking. Come on, Justin.
Hey,
we gotta get you
wow.
on the payroll, bro.
Wow.
We gotta get you on
Are
the
you-
payroll, young fella.
Have you filled out your I-9 yet?
I'm on a W2 right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are the ones you're getting in the mail, not the
He's
W4s
gonna-
are the one you're gonna.
He's gonna need the job when he loses again.
Oh man.
Just wait till
It's just a
wait till
slowly
till
chipping
third-
away at his soul.
One string banjo.
wait till Thursday night's draft.
That's the one I commissioned. It's at our house. I'm hyped for it. And you're going down once again. It's like it's too easy out here,
You
dude.
see, Gabe is concentrating. He won't give us an answer yet. He's concentrating.
Yeah, Gabe's trying to weasel his way out. He's trying to find a way to not say anything.
I'll make. Yeah. Mike. All right. I'm actually making a little banner for us to make it exciting for those who are watching because I bet they're all just waiting to see what I say, right?
Oh.
Everybody wants to know what you have to say.
Always.
Put
I
some
don't-
epic music on in the background if you want that.
Put on that father-son intro, would you?
Like that. Like
Yeah.
that.
You want it?
I didn't know you. Oh, I guess you would have because you played it live on your. Old school
Pa.
New school Justin. New school Justin. What am I gonna do? And y'all still going to school though. Good point.
Yeah, listen up. Father, son, y'all think it's just another.
Ooh.
You want me to keep going or stop? There we
He was
go.
about to start cooking for y'all. That's just
I
the
mean,
preview.
I don't know
I
if
gotta
I
hear-
stop it or keep
if
going.
y'all want to
I
hear
can
the
go back
rest
to it.
of it, if y'all want to hear the rest of it, y'all have to subscribe to the Father Son podcast.
Yeah.
Father Son Fantasy Podcast. That's what you have to do if you want to hear the track.
I'm just
It's- yeah.
exchanging now. We're so kind.
Come
We're
on,
J-Mike.
son.
Good one.
family.
Father Space
I
Son
got you.
on iTunes. I appreciate it.
All right.
You filibustered long enough, Gabe.
I know. I know. I want to. So I mean, to be fair, like one team is certainly not enough to assess the situation. Who had Damian Williams though? Which team had? Okay. All right.
That's
well,
your boy.
Whoa, it's way too easy.
But he's also got OBJ.
And Hopkins.
Gabe, don't make the
Oh,
wrong
boy.
choice, Gabe.
No.
Gabe, do
Okay.
not make the wrong choice.
So, in 2019, I believe that after one draft, Justin has realized his mistakes
Oh,
by drafting Damian Williams, and he will overcome that mistake and overcome his 0-5 season, much like the Browns did for a long time. And he
You
will
two,
come through.
you two
and,
are going to pay the price. Me and you, Russell. Me and
hey,
you, Russell,
man,
to the
I
end.
got you.
They're going to pay the price, them two.
Yeah, see, people panicked about that running back by committee news from Andy Reid the day before, and I was like, I'll take him at the 308. I've been high on Daniel Williams all year, and I'm not worried about him having a hamstring injury causing him to say that. He's gonna be fine. First team reps out of practice today, and I think yesterday maybe. He's good to go. I'm a Daniel Williams fan. I think he's top 10 running back this year. I don't know how you guys feel about
The
him.
upside of David Montgomery is going to crush you.
I still have time to switch my pick. The pod has not ended. I can change this banner from Gabe Dash Justin to Gabe Dash Paul if you keep talking about Damian Williams like that.
You don't like Daniel Williams that much?
Keep
Well,
talking about it.
I think
and I'll
system
keep saying how
overweighs
the
the
upside
talent.
of David Montgomery is going to crush you.
Oh boy.
What?
Let,
Crush
let-
you.
let me ask this.
Yeah.
Would it be better to have you guys back on the week of the matchup or the week
Ooh.
after the matchup to
Of
to
the week
settle up debts
of-
and
we
pay
just go-
pipers and
The week of 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, the week
Okay.
of, because then we'll see how our teams are doing. And I don't think well, they're going to have to randomize the schedule, so who knows?
I'll
when
be
we play.
5-0, so it's okay.
You're gonna
and then
what?
when I face you, I'll be 6-0, and I
Just-
will only have to set my phone lineup that week.
Just like your Browns team. Just like your Browns teams.
My Browns team's gonna be 5-0. I agree. No, I'm just kidding. They got the Rams week 4. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
That's a good end to that one, Gabe. Okay.
Gabe, we are at the 88-minute mark, FYI. So
I don't. You know what, J Mike? This is what I don't like about StreamYard. Let me tell you this: is that you get to see because I know there's one on my screen, and I'm pretty sure there's one on your screen. You get to see this little time thing that is that right, J Mike? Tell me the truth. Is there
All-
live with a
all-
time next to it?
Yes.
listen, man,
Yeah.
I ain't no snitch, but I will say
Now you're going to it. Okay, I got the YouTube chat. I'm not going to admit that. You're not going to admit that there's a live button right there that tells
But
you. time
I
of it.
will say I'm trying to be
No,
respectful of
minutes.
people's times. I'm just saying though.
So you guys, so one thing I want to say, you guys on the Damian Williams tooting his horn, there was somebody just chatted in. Damian Williams' mom would wait until the 4th round to draft him.
Zach.
That's all I got to say.
The savagery, man.
You hear that? His mom, the 4th round.
His own mother?
That's what he said.
That's kind of messed up.
That's what he said. There
That's
it is.
cold.
There it is, right on the board.
We've got an open bar bet in the chat, basically, with back-to-back statements there. Like Zach said, he's waiting on his mom basically to take him in the 4th, and Jim Day, he said he'd take him from the middle of the 2nd on. So it's
There you
I
go.
think they've got something brewing in the chat.
We got something brewing in the chat.
Hey,
Speaking of brewing, what's your kind of favorite beer, Dad? What kind of beer you like to drink? What have we got the open bar?
I'm an IPA guy in the open
Oh,
bar.
that's a controversial topic on fantasy Twitter. Just tag TJ Hernandez. I love IPAs at TJ Hernandez. He'll probably block you. What about you guys?
Wow. Sorry, I was just looking at Kareem Hunt's ADP from 2018. All right, so IP, I like IPAs. I am drinking an APA rather tonight. Get Swifty in here.
Hey, get Swifty.
Yeah.
Dad, I gotta watch Rick and Morty with you, Dad. That'd be fun.
You got what?
He doesn't know what Rick and Morty is, but we can watch Rick and Morty with you.
Great show.
Great show. I don't know if you'd like the humor, but we're watching it. It's on my to-do list.
I'm a huge like Belgian white ales. Those tend to be my thing. The IPAs it's too many hops, too much hoppiness for me. I'm not man enough.
You can get
I'm
some
not
that are
strong
a little
enough. Yeah, Chris Allen. Shout out to Chris Allen. The Chris Allen, I should say. He lives basically about an hour away from me, and he introduced me to milkshake IPAs. Man,
Never heard of those.
Never had that.
That sounds like real calorie count right there, my
No,
friend.
don't think like milkshake, like actual milkshake. Like it's just an IPA first. It's more like IPA. Well, I don't know if that would make sense. I feel like when you say like chocolate milkshake, you're talking about a milkshake that has chocolate in it, like milkshake chocolate. Yeah, milkshake IPA is right. That's the right title.
Yes.
I'm glad I talked that one out to myself. That was great, guys.
Get your intermittent fasting in before you drink it. But it's great.
Oh man.
I haven't drank in a while, but I was a Scope and IPA guy back in the day. That was my move.
Gotta have the pants off to drink. I got it.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that might confirm that you are in fact with pants.
Pants are on.
The pants are on. Yeah, no, beer's just good, man. It doesn't have to be an IPA. It can certainly be milkshake IPAs, the Belgians, the
I like to try that milkshake IPA.
yeah,
Never heard of that.
swing on that.
I like sours. Sours are interesting, especially if you get it at a brewery. Some of them could be good, a little fruity, but like they're interesting how they can make a beer taste like juice almost. It's like what the heck. You know, we got this brewery near us. They had like a mango guava sour. I was like, oh, interesting. Yeah.
Is it a sour brewery too? Do they
No, so the brewery is called Artisanal, and I don't know if they have it near you guys or not. It's like a picture of a dude with a beard and he has like the hops in or edamame. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's like they have all these kinds of IPAs. They have sours. They have Belgian
They
whites.
make all kinds of beer.
They make all kinds of beer there, and each week they change the sour up. So one week it'd be mango guava, one week could be like a raspberry sour. They had this nitrogen kind of brewing thing. They had a triple B smoothie, and since it was like nitrogen and how they made the beer, it like you drank it, and at first it feels like a smoothie, and it tastes like a smoothie. It's kind of weird. It's like a foamy kind of thing, but it doesn't taste like beer at all.
Yeah, nitro's great.
Yeah.
We have a brewery here that exclusively makes sours, and they have kind of this even menu where they mix and match the sours too, and that's super fun to experiment with. And
fancy.
Oh man, I had no idea. Like
That's crazy.
I would not think about that as far as beers to mix.
Right.
There, you got your like black and tan, where you drop a Miller Lite on top of a Guinness or something. Like that's disgusting. But the mixtures with the sours was intriguing. So
That sounds cool. Yeah.
I totally got off topic of what I wanted to. Oh yeah, Kareem, guys. All right, so Kareem Hunt, 2018 ADP. Where do y'all think he was? Do you remember?
Yep, 13.
Yeah.
104.
So
Early
what
second.
was he?
late first.
He is the 9th RB off the board.
He's going early second.
And Damian Williams is the 12th, 13th running back off the board or so. Is that accurate at all?
Right now he's going 13, 14, I think, because of the hamstring news that scared people.
Okay.
But I think Damian Williams is a better athlete than Kareem Hunt.
Oh boy.
I don't know about that.
Kareem Hunt ran a 4.62 40.
I mean, Kareem Hunt when he played was nasty.
in that system. Exactly. You'll see him fail on the Browns.
I mean, Williams. We picked Williams up off the waiver wire last year. I mean, he did very well for us down the stretch.
Yeah. Running back's more about system when you get the guys that like aren't have as much like I guess not talent but production in the past. There's only a few elite running backs, and the system matters a lot.
Yeah, but Hunt was an exceptional runner. He would break them long runs all the time.
You're going to see that this year.
I just do. I mean, ultimately, I find it interesting, and I just wonder. I wonder where the narrative comes from, because it's obvious. Like, I see them nearly equal at this point to be from Hunt in 2018 to Williams now. In terms of their ADP, that's pretty much a give and take. Maybe a few spots, whatever, but. I'm just curious where it all comes from. Like the system, yes. The whole running backs don't matter thing, yes. Man, like there's no salute to the production that Hunt already came with, and we're relying on the 4 games of production from Damian Williams in that offense, mind you. That helps, I suppose, but. I can't believe how close I didn't even know how close their ADPs were like that. That's nuts.
The Joe Mixon before Joe Mixon at Oklahoma. He had off-field issues. Not quite as bad as Mixon, but he was super talented dude in college, and just kind of it's crazy he's made a career for himself. A lot of those guys just kind of like just fade away, but he stuck around on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good pass catcher too. I'll add that. That's why I'm not worried about Carlos Hyde, because he's going to have those pass catching opportunities. Kansas City has a little bit harder of a schedule this year, so they're going to be negative game script more often than not. And we're going to have Williams on the field in that situation because Hyde is just a jag.
Anybody else see that Darwin Thompson high hurdle in preseason? Got me all hot and bothered. Huh? Okay.
Darwin Thompson.
That's fair.
Truck the 250, 60-pound linebacker or whatever.
Hey,
Everyone was so excited.
He's got juice though. That was very clear. He's got a lot of juice, and I like that because what's funny is last season, and this is the thing. Last season, let's rewind to a year ago. One man in Denver showed a lot of juice running in between the tackles. He looked really nice in the preseason.
Terrible.
Listen, Russell, just hear me out. It happened. It happened. All I'm saying is it happened. And I saw Darwin Thompson. I'm like, man, he's got juice that I didn't know he had it like that. And it was just cool to watch. I'm not saying he is that the aforementioned. I'm not saying he is that or he's not that. I'm simply saying that was what we saw last season. And this is what I saw with Darwin in his first game, which I just thought was cool to see. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Russell.
The Phillip Lindsay Royce Freeman debate from last year. I'm pretty sure Jake Anderson is still hanging on the rim from dunking over me on the Phillip Lindsay debate. That was awful.
Like Vince Carter too, just got the armpit
man,
and
he did,
everything, just pointing at you.
Just a 360 just over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great call by him. I will
In
say.
the face.
He's gotta have one of those gifs of that, right? Of him dunking over you and looking back.
He had a
saying,
few
"Hello."
gifts poking around, and I was like, after like week 9, I was like, yeah, no, this was you win. That was a good call. Yeah, I will say Darwin looked, man, he has some juice. I don't know if he's a good running back, but wow. Great athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably free, why not?
Yep.
Unavailable in the Vampire League, J-Mike. Already looked. Yeah. Don't look right now. I know you're looking. Don't look. Don't look, J-Mike.
I have him in a
That's
couple
not the sound
of
a vampire makes. That was a pirate.
You have him as what, Justin?
I have him in I'm in 7 dynasty leagues. I think I have Darwin Thompson in 3, but I have Dexter Williams in 6.
Nice.
Hey,
Big Dexter Williams fan. I like him as a late round roster spot. And, I think, especially because Aaron Jones isn't the healthiest guy in the world, he's one of my favorite back end roster guys.
don't say that too loud, Justin. We've got Brian Hartsell in the chat. He's as big of an Aaron Jones truther as anybody. He might try to come fight you.
Hey, I respect.
He's up in PA.
He is a big Penn State guy. Aaron Jones, I like a lot. I just worry about if he can stay healthy and if they can commit to him. I think with the new coaching change, they can. I do think that Aaron Jones is a running back I'm looking to target once Kerryon Johnson's off the board in the 3rd round in redraft leagues this year because he has top 5 upside, legitimately. But I don't know if you can give this guy 20 touches a game because you've seen his body break down in the past. And I think Dexter Williams is better than Jamal Williams. So I think Dexter's 2 there. That's just where I stand, I guess, on that. But I do like Aaron Jones. Definitely has the upside. And usually I like to draft safety in my first 4 rounds in drafts. But Aaron Jones is a guy I'm kind of willing to take to not separate myself, but give myself some upside. Just, I don't know. I like the upside there. And I feel like it's kind of low risk, but a little risk.
Oh, boy. He's hungry, isn't he? Where is it? Here we go. I will fight you. Yep.
We gotta give him a pod. I'll go in the
Who
ring.
does he want to fight, Justin?
Probably Justin. Now, a real life fight.
Ryan, you want to fight Justin?
Now, Stompy wants to fight me. I got a lot of matches up there. Stompy's 6'3".
I was going to fly him here to just whoop on you on Thanksgiving last year, if you remember.
Wait.
No, sorry. This is the one. They sent a message and I missed it. This is the one that he wanted to mention.
Outstanding body.
He does. I agree.
Facts.
No
facts. Okay.
No comment.
J Mike saved him. He got the pause in. I do want to mention this, J Mike, because I was looking through and I was quite happy to see this one for us.
I doubt he is, but if he is, scoop him
He
up.
is very much.
Oh, let me press the button for you. He's gone in every single one of my leagues.
You have the buttons. You have the buttons for us. Do it. I don't know, whatever button would be appropriate for that. I think is your move there. J Mike, would you be interested in that? We could do that right now, right here, live on the open bar.
I'm here for it. Make it happen.
Preston Williams in the Vampire League. I mean,
Make it happen.
What are we excited about though? The camp, the idea that what was it? Xavier Howard said that he's going to be something special some year, be a wide receiver one year, that he was, quite the collegiate athlete with the production there, just kind of had some issues, got in trouble and things, and we don't necessarily support that. Oh, I mean, we don't at all, but depending on things, but
drunk in public? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, if he was just drinking like he's a college student, it's fine. Okay. Let it go. But the other things that we won't mention are things we are not fans of.
Yeah, the Xavier Howard thing.
Yeah. I mean, Xavier is quite the lockdown guy. I don't know if it's just like, do we have corner talk now? Like, coach speak?
Who did Xavier Howard just get burned by in a camp? He got burned by someone. It was shoot, I saw it on Twitter today.
I mean, it would be something if Josh Norman said it about any wide receiver for the Redskins, because I feel like all the videos of Redskins wide receivers are just elite against Josh Norman, just
cooking him,
just putting his shoes in the turf permanently. Like, there's no way they're coming back from it. And even our boy Josh Doxson, right, Russ? So
yes, baby.
I don't know.
That just your little Josh Norman rant just reminded me of Darrelle Revis at the end. Remember the end where he would just get smoked, and then he had that game and he retired the next week. That was a sad end to that guy, because he was just nobody could catch anything, and then he was just gone. So maybe that is normal.
Overnight.
Or he's not trying, but
it was overnight too. That was the thing with Revis. Yeah. Golly, Revis Island to infested with yeah, exactly,
malaria,
overgrown. Yeah, it's just awful. Yeah. It's just awful.
Not good. Now, my friend just sent me a trade offer he has on the table in a redraft PPR league, right?
Ooh.
So I know my opinion on it, but I think why not get some other people's opinions on it? So he would be acquiring Michael Thomas and Leonard Fournette while giving up Joe Mixon, Marlon Mack, Tyler Lockett. Upgrading at the wide receiver position, obviously. and Fournette is a downgrade from Mixon, and some in people's eyes may say the same as a Mac. So
One more time for me, Justin.
Yeah.
Giving up Joe Mixon, Marlon Mack, Tyler Lockett, acquiring Michael Thomas, Leonard Fournette in a vacuum because his team has depth, so this move doesn't hurt him at running back. He'll still have Aaron Jones, David Montgomery, and then Leonard Fournette.
Full PPR?
Full PPR, yes. That's why I think I do hit accept on this because you're going to have Diggs, Michael Thomas, Fournette, Aaron Jones, David Montgomery kind of thing with Tyler Boyd on the bench. I would accept that. Maybe if you're trying to upgrade a 10-team league, you got to kind of go to the top. That's another thing, 10-team league.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 10-team, it's better to consolidate, in my opinion. So with Michael Thomas, I mean, yeah, I mean, you could almost make a trade of like Mix and Mac, Lockett for Michael Thomas. There are people that might even swing on something like that, and Fournette is just some juice. So I don't mind it.
You
Michael
got to swing
Thomas
for
is nasty, man.
Michael Thomas is definitely helps in redraft. You have Drew Brees there, definitely.
I don't see Lockett. I mean, Lockett's fine and all, but even if he ends up as like a top 15, even a top 10 guy, like he's not going to propel himself into top 12 wide receiver wasteland in Dynasty. Like that's just there. He will always be disrespected. And Matt can have whatever year too. I think Mixon's the only one that stands a chance of actually rising. So, and Fournette can have his bounce back year. I like the Michael Thomas side.
I'm a Lockett fan. You hurt me.
No, trust. I said they disrespect Lockett.
Oh, I heard they
I'm
were.
all in. I'm with Lockett. I just don't think that the people will respect it enough to put him, in top 12 wide receivers.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Lockett, you got a tough decision in redraft leagues. Lockett, Galladay, Godwin, or DJ Moore. That's in the 4th, 5th round. So I want to know who you guys lean that way. Dad, who you like out of Boyd's also there? You can go Boyd over him.
Yeah.
Big Boyd season.
That's a tough spot. You gotta there. I just think you got to pick your guy. For me, it's Godwin. Just pick the guy you like in there. I mean, they're all great. Lockett's
They're all going to be.
They're all going to be exceptional. I think. Boyd, they say Boyd does better with AJ Green on the field. I like Boyd. A lot of guys don't like Boyd just because the Green is out, but I do like the upside of Boyd. That's a tough choice. All I can say is take the guy you like there.
Yeah.
It was Boyd, Lockett, Moore, and
Godwin.
So
Galladay
Tough tier, man.
And Galladay too. Okay.
Galladay.
You can have Kirk in there. I like Kirk, but I don't like Moore.
Galladay's in the same tier.
I mean, I think Boyd's a little bit behind those guys. You can probably get both if you're at the turn of the draft, but they're there. It's a tough decision.
I think I'm with Hardy Har on this one. I wrote out. I'm just staring at these names as I look here. I think for me it's DJ Moore. Although what's funny about that is I think that Godwin leads the group in targets. But I think DJ Moore is the one I'd rather have. I think DJ Moore.
DJ Moore's last for me on that list.
Didn't and you said just this year, right?
Yeah. Pardon me?
You saying this year?
This year, redraft leagues. In Dynasty, it changes for me a little bit. I go Godwin then Moore in Dynasty.
Okay.
But in redraft leagues, I'm probably putting more at the back end of that just because I'm not sure about Cam's shoulder, and I think Curtis Samuel going to get some work. For me, it's mainly between Godwin or Lockett. It's fun.
Jim, this is true. You never know when this is going to end.
I think Galladay is my pick there. I think Matthew Stafford with a non-fractured back is kind of interesting to me this year.
Yeah, interesting to see how a quarterback plays without his back being fractured. Yeah. That definitely doesn't seem optimal in any way. Every throw, my back.
I just would rather have a wide receiver 1 on my team.
Yes.
Fair.
And for their team rather. That would be Galladay or Lockett. I do think Samuel is threatening DJ Moore a bit to even consider this being like a a 1A, 1B, or considering the offense like a 2A, 2B, and the one is calf. So for me, it's like Galladay or Lockett. And then it's kind of to what Paul is alluding to get your guy. But I think logically you would have to pick a wide receiver 1 for your team.
That's a good point, Gabe.
And
That's a good point.
and to think like who the Lions have had as a wide receiver 1 over the past since Megatron, there hasn't been one. So I'm going to put my money on a quarterback that has produced a wide receiver 1 in Russ Wilson and go with Lockett for redraft reasons. I like Lockett there.
I agree with you there. I think Godwin's closer to Galladay than people think. Like, yeah, Galladay is the one, but you have a run-heavy offense, especially with Darrell Bevel coming into town. You saw Patricia already wanted to go kind of more run-heavy last year, and now you add in Darrell Bevel, who is going to want to run the ball too. And you have Godwin, who's on the opposite side of the spectrum kind of thing, where you want Arians to air it out and go vertical. Both are going to see 100-plus targets, and that's tough for me. Godwin or Galladay is very tough for me, but I feel like there's more upside for Godwin, in my opinion, but it's very, very close. That's like,
and that's exactly. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Justin. Go ahead.
I'll flip a coin. That's all I was going to say, basically, on the draft day.
I just think that with Lockett, as much as I enjoy Lockett, I think he's a fantastic player. The question becomes, what's the volume look like? So even if he is the one, and they're only throwing the ball 427 times, or even if they increase or whatever it is, if they're still one of the like bottom 3 attempts, then you're banking on the efficiency being amazing like it was, which it's Russell Wilson. He's fantastic. Lockett was great. But that's the thing that scares me of that group. So literally you could be looking at, and I think with Lockett, he had like 60 some odd catches. So I don't know necessarily where his target count fell, but like Godwin could
targets last year. Yeah.
71 targets.
Yes,
like that's
sir.
it. 71 targets. That's no, I can't choose like, and I like Lockett a lot.
Yeah.
Well, remember
I
now,
like Lockett a lot.
Seattle's a run-heavy offense.
Seattle is a run-heavy offense.
They're the number one run offense in the league.
They're not going to be able to run the ball as much.
Targets.
That's what I'm saying, because their defense lost a lot of guys. Yeah, it's tough. I feel like, you're going to see Lockett approach 100-plus targets this year. They're not going to be as run-heavy because, the NFC West, I believe it is, Arizona is going to want to throw the ball a lot and keep the score going. Rams are going to be shootout games possibly, and then you have the 49ers with Jimmy G back, so higher scoring games. Their defense lost Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor. You have Frank Clark gone. You bring in Ezekiel Ansah, who's pretty good, but their defense is not going to be able to keep them in games anymore. They're not going to have that positive game script to the point where they're going to want to run the clock out because you're down by more than 7. You got to throw the ball. And you're going to see him move into that Doug Baldwin role. And Doug Baldwin was regarded as a top 12 wide receiver for the past couple of years in drafts. And you can argue that Tyler Lockett's better than Doug Baldwin from a talent standpoint.
That's what people believe for a long time.
Yeah. Last year we finally saw it coming to fruition. And I'm excited for Tyler Lockett this year.
Yeah.
That's my guy. What about you, Russell? You said Galladay. And then who do you think's second for you?
Boyd. Yeah.
Boyd.
I'm a Tyler Boyd guy, and I'm cool with the 1,000 yards last year, and I think that's going to be right around where it is again, especially if he doesn't go on IR. So, yeah, I just think the targets are going to be there. It's kind of the opposite of Lockett, where I know the volume's going to be there. I don't know how talented he is, like compared to these guys we're discussing, but it's going to be Bengals are down. 21. Andy Dalton's dumping it off. Tyler Boyd, 6 for 80, saves my week with 14 points. It's going to be kind of like that. It's not going to be like Lockett with his 50-yard touchdowns. It's just going to slowly chug along.
I think it's also interesting to see like the chemistry a quarterback has with a wide receiver. And I think of that group of people, you can argue that Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett had the best chemistry together. But there's no way to really measure that per se. It's just with time.
True.
Give us the chemistry measurables.
Chemistry measurables. Go out to dinner 3 times a week. That means you got to bump him up 10 points now.
Ooh. What did he order though? What did he order?
I think Russell Wilson told Lockett to get a kid's meal because he can't pay for all of it. He's going to pay him with touchdowns. That's what he's going to do.
Wow.
And pay with touchdowns. I like that.
Just
Russ, the only
Yes.
reason I'm a bit concerned with Boyd, the volume's certainly there, but just that AJ Green will come back, hopefully healthy. Week 3, week 4.
But to that defense, Boyd plays better with AJ Green on the field.
Well, no, that was with Andy Dalton in the split. Like one of those games without AJ Green, two of those games he had Jeff Driscoll throwing on the ball.
That is true.
I could throw better
also.
blindfolded than
That
Jeff
is
Driscoll.
True also.
Yep. The splits weren't in his favor, so yeah, he definitely doesn't want AJ Green on the field to score more points.
Yeah,
True.
This dude just texted me Juju and Lindsey for Mixon and Mac. What did you not do the Michael Thomas deal? Juju, I'm a big Juju guy. I don't know how you guys feel about Juju. That's tough.
We're in. All right, I'm in.
I'm in.
I think we've mentioned J Mike. Yeah, you're Juju guy.
No doubt.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
Would you guys take Juju and Lindsey for Mixon and Mac? That's
Probably.
tough. Yeah.
I don't really trade in season long, quite honestly, because
Really?
Yeah, it's only 16 weeks, and if I'm doing 2-for-2 deals that are even, I'm putting so much risk on the guys I'm trading away as well. So it's just kind of like I just avoid it, and I don't want to trade away like a guy that if I drafted him, I think he's going to have high upside. So playing with fire, it can work out, but then it can, you just die a quick death.
All right, J Mike, you're gonna whoop me, my man. You threatened me
We're back.
nearly 30 minutes ago, and here we are. I am actually going to make the move this time, so you don't fly out here yourself, knock down the doors, ask for a hug first, and then turn the podcast off.
And then proceed to just kick you in the shins and unplug everything in the house. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Man, how much fun did we have?
Too much.
Howdy. This was fantastic. Yeah, it does. Things happen. I don't know. I'm just without words. I'm going to pass it off to the people that guested tonight. I'm going to let them say things about themselves, say things about each other. It seems like the father-son duo like to do that. And we'll leave it at that. So, and go ahead and we'll just transition into them. Father-son, huh? What y'all got to say?
She gotta say, well, thank you for having us.
What you gotta say?
First time guesting on a pod. Very happy to guest on this pod. A lot of fun. Very relaxed vibe. And like I said, if people aren't subscribed, you're missing out. And subscribe to this podcast. I think you guys got 6 now. Yeah, we got. Come on. What kind of bullshit is that? Get up to at least like 15 tonight. Okay, what the heck? You can follow us on Twitter at FatherSonFF, the podcast Twitter. We post about 2 times a week, primarily redraft, focused. We have this banter and all of that. We have some laughs, I'd say. A pretty good podcast. We keep it under 45 minutes typically to get it, time consuming. My dad recently made a Twitter. That's at Paul FSFF.
Yes, I did. I'm on Twitter now.
And my Twitter's at JustinFSFF. But if you just follow the podcast Twitter at FatherSonFF, then you can see our Twitters in the bio right there, and we follow you back. So
we appreciate you guys having us on. This was awesome. I mean, I think we're on there almost 2 hours. It didn't feel like that. The open concept with no script, I think was something different, and I actually really enjoyed it, and it was great meeting you guys, and thank you for the opportunity. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, what he said.
And just so you know, Russell, we're gonna be laughing all the way to the championship when I whoop this guy's butt again.
That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be a blowout, whitewashing, as they say.
That's what I'm talking about. Blowout. You guys are gonna be sorry you took the other route. I hate to tell you, but you're gonna be sorry.
We teamed up, J Mike. We kind of teamed up on Paul. I'm kind of worried.
Listen, it's 3 against 2, man. I like our chances.
I hope he's got. I hope when he plays, he's got 3 of his stars on him bye.
That's the best.
That's gonna be even better. Oh, you're in a 2 quarterback lead. Oh, you got no quarterbacks. Oh, I'm sorry. You'd be looking for brisket on the
Brissette.
brissette on
Oh,
the
yeah,
waiver-
no,
on the
that's
waiver
the one
wire.
thing. All right,
I'm
on our
always
podcast-
looking for brisket.
on
I
our
wasn't sure
podcast-
if you were talking about Brissette or Driscoll.
I love brisket.
on our podcast,
you
that's
might
a
be
name
fine with
for
brisket.
that. Oh,
FF brisket. Out here.
Oh
Out
man,
can use
instant follow if you have your FF brisket account. Yeah.
brisket.
Oh man.
My dad's
Man, it
name
was
pronunciations are top notch. They're always funny when he messes up. Like I think it was. I don't even
They
know.
love it when I call Shaquan
Yeah.
Barkley.
Shaquan
I
Barkley.
love it. Juan.
Jameson Winston,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jameson.
and then
What's on your mind, Paul?
I like Jameson. Hey, I like Jameson on the rocks.
My man.
I got no problem with that.
Go check out that pod. Father son FSFF. I mess up the F's and the S's all the time.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, but a fun pod, and I very much enjoy it. We were showing the intro earlier. I did in fact help him out with that, and it was a great time doing it. Glad y'all reached out for me for it, and good guys. Thanks for coming on, fellas.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Russell Clay, you're our you're our Devi spokesperson for the night, aren't you? Ish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do college.
Basically, I mean,
Yeah, I
college
mean,
fantasy.
kinda.
Yeah.
So, I'm at fantasyguru.com. You can find me on Twitter at Russell J. Clay. We got a lot of stuff going on this year. Tyler Bucher's over there, Armando Marsal, and Jeff Mans. So we got a fun crew. Redraft Dynasty is my kind of main focus, and college players. So that's what you'll be getting there from me. But we're ramping up for the season, and I'm super excited to get going there. But I do want to say, I always have fun with you guys, and man, the Scorpios are just so hot, J Mike, you know?
Stingers.
Uh,
We in the building, Stingers.
No, but seriously, I appreciate you guys reaching out, and always enjoy hanging out with you guys.
Absolutely. Can confirm that you are a wonderful guest, pants or no pants. All love, baby. See, this is why you got to get into the YouTube live show. You've been sitting here for
Hey.
2 hours listening to this dumb podcast, and you have no idea whether he was wearing pants or not. Well, I'll tell you what, he just stood up, and I'm not going to tell you what he was wearing or not wearing.
But there was a lot of pale thigh in
Yeah,
in
I
that shot.
honestly couldn't tell. I'm going to be honest.
Blinded by the light. Oh man.
Thank you, Russell. Very much appreciate your presence and having you on, my friend.
Absolutely.
All right. J Mike, what do you have to say about
Hey.
yourself or anyone else that's sitting here staring directly
Man,
at your gorgeous face?
To our guests, thank you guys so much for joining us. Russ, Justin, Paul, too much fun tonight. Golly, the bar is back. We are back, Gabe, in full effect. Things are well, and it's good. It's good to be good to be doing this like we do. So, yeah, I was trying to. I made a joke about Saquon to Brian Harr, and he got he was about to get all rowdy, and I was like, "Hey, would you look at the time? I think it's time to close the bar." So sorry, Brian, got to go. But anywho, to our guests again, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys joining us again. Great to meet you, Justin. Great to meet you, Paul. Russ, always good to be with you, man. Stinger season always. We've got everyone in the chat who rock with us all night long. Hardy Har has been in the building. Big B came through late. What's up, Big B? Try to big up everybody who showed love today. Double J, Josh Jordan was in the building. Jim Day showed love as well. Zach from the Dynasty Dummies. Aaron Bogan, our main man from Maine, man. Jared Miller was in the building with us as well. Jesse Reeves stopped through early. Stompy came through. So everybody that showed love today and chopped it up with us even for a little bit, we appreciate you. Thank you guys. Again, you can be a part of the fun. You can be a part of the wonderful chat that we have that allegedly exists to everyone but Gabe. On YouTube Live, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time every Tuesday. Football season's here, so we are all about the action, all about that smoke. Bring all the issues here. Come to the open bar, be yourself, have a great time. You can find us on Twitter. You can find Gabe at FFManBun. You can find me on Twitter at JMikeCheck, at JMICCheck. And the new handle for the Open Bar Podcast is at the Open Bar Pod. Keeping it real simple there. So our t-shirts obviously are available. I always forget to bring those up to everybody. That's storeenvy. Vice versa. I knew I was going to mess it up. Openbar.storeenvy.com. Yes. I knew I was going to screw it up. But come check out our t-shirts. Come check out our merch if you'd be so inclined. And even if you don't want to support us in that way, any kind of ratings, reviews, subscribing on YouTube to our new channel, showing love that way, checking out those videos. We've got a lot of things that we plan on doing here in the future as well to help keep the fun rolling. So however you can, even if it's just sharing the podcast with someone that you know, we appreciate that as well. So again, thank you all. I appreciate you. You can find us just about everywhere as well in terms of where podcasts are found. Gabe, I think I have said my piece. My main man, my brother from another mother, take us home.
Can I just say one thing real quick? Shout out to Jim Day, legend in the game. He's been around long before I was, and he was one of the first guys on Twitter. And he really he was he was a super nice guy back in the day when I was first getting into it. So shout out to him.
I
Super
agree.
cool dude.
We agree. Yeah, we've had Taz on the show. Need to have him on again soon, J Mike. That's for sure. Shout out to Fantasy Taz. Still Fantasy Taz, right? There's no way that he's changed that, right?
Still Fantasy Taz.
Gotta be.
Hashtag brand.
Good. All right. J Mike, pretty sure you did not mention your show again. You said you thought you covered everything and you didn't.
Okay, I'll do it this time. So obviously the preseason's here. I hadn't planned on so unnecessary. Obviously the Dummy Blitz will be back. So on the Dynasty Dummies feed, shout out again, Kyle LeBrecq, Zach Reed, the Dynasty Dummies on Twitter at Dynasty Dummies. But yeah, the Dummy Blitz, 15 minutes, bringing you the comings and goings of everything that you need to know for your fantasy league. So week 2 of preseason is coming up, which means that's when the Blitz kicks off. The Dummy Blitz kicks off. So be on the lookout for that. I believe it'll be Monday next week after all of the games shake down, and I'll have a day off from work to be able to record it and get it in. So I'm excited to get that started back up. Talk about some players that you may not know who have been kicking tail in the preseason and looking to fight and claw for a roster spot. Shout out to Preston Williams, now on our Vampire League team. Hopefully he can continue to make corners look bad and have corners talk great about him. So yeah, Dummy Blitz, hashtag Dummy Blitz, hashtag 15 and out. We're back at it, back in the saddle. So excited about it.
Suck it, garglers. Preston Williams. Jacoby Brissett. Coming for you.
You can find us at FF Brisket. Holla at me.
Oh boy, I can't wait till we win a week. I'm just gonna flex on these fools. Oh, you're not gonna be able to stop me, J Mike. I'm gonna be so arrogant.
That's awesome.
All right.
Too much sauce.
This was too much fun. I don't know when or how or where. The podcast is still going to exist on all of the platforms. It's a matter of where and how it's going to get there at the time. It's oddly not on iTunes right now, but I think for the time being, it's going to be on everything else. So if that is your vibe, there you go. Except you kind of have to listen to the podcast first somewhere to hear me say that. So I'm not sure how we're going to let the people know, J Mike. This is going to be really hard. This is quite the conundrum. I didn't think about this before the show, J Mike. What do we get?
This is where we need everyone who rocks with us to be able to help us out on Twitter. When you see the handle or whatever platform that you listen to the show on, whether it be the YouTube version of it, whether it be on Himalaya, Spotify, wherever it is, share that with your friends. Share that on Twitter. Get the word back out because again, we're on a new feed, and doing things a little different. So yeah, that's that. Share. Didn't your mother teach you to share? Good grief.
That's right. Share.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with everything you just said, J Mike. So I'm going to close this out now by saying that I make intros from time to time. I've made one for 2 out of the, well, I guess 4 out of the 5 gentlemen here. Because the podcast you're listening to also has, Justin, I got to figure out how to get the live. I got to play the open bar intro on here. I'm going to talk to you after we end the broadcast, and then a little chatty dooski. Yeah, intros. I do those sometimes. So if you want that, hit me up. Otherwise, just come back here every Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern ish. We'll be here. Make sure you subscribe to that channel, get a little notification for us to show up. We do a little tradition here, father, son. I don't know if you have a drink in your hand. You can just have a fist. That's cool too.
It's empty.
But it is a cheers up to the camera so you can't see your face at all, or even just covering your face.
I got it, bro.
Cheers. Ooh, that's is that an Instagram filter?
Yeah,
It's
bro. No,
sick.
Snapchat.
Father, son. Y'all think it's just another one. All right.
I love it.
All right, then. I see you.
All right, then. We will see you all next week. Deuces.